All right, folks, we are live. Another exciting night of NBA basketball. Detroit Pistons taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers on a Tuesday night in Cleveland. James Harden, Sam Merrill, Jalen Tyson, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen to take the floor for the Cavaliers. Pistons rolling with their starting five: Jalen Duren, Tobias Harris, Asar Thompson, Cade Cunningham. Leading the way along with Duncan Robinson, we are ready to rock and roll. Pistons and Cavaliers on a Tuesday night in Cleveland. Welcome to the show, guys. Like and subscribe. If you guys are new, appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. And we are ready to rock, man. Jalen Duren and Jarrett Allen to tip things off here. Allen controls the tip. It is up to Merrill, upside to James Harden at the top of the key, working one-on-one against Asar Thompson here. Harden looking to set up the offense. Allen sets the screen. Harden rolls off it. Bad pass intercepted by Cade Cunningham. Cade with the basketball in transition, working against Evan Mobley. Kicks it out to Tobias Harris. He tries a three. That's off the mark. Cavs get the rebound. Up the floor here goes Evan Mobley working against Tobias Harris. Kicks it across here. Intercepted almost by Asar Thompson. Back out to James Harden working against Cade Cunningham. This is the first time Pistons are seeing James Harden in a Cavaliers uniform. Tyson tries a three from the left wing. It's off the mark. Boarded by Cade Cunningham in transition. Cade looking to set up the offense. Duren sets the screen. Cade rolls off it. Goes to his left inside. Layup is off the mark. Boarded by Evan Mobley. Upside to Tyson in transition against Duncan Robinson. Lays it up and in. And we have our first points of the basketball game. Burnell becoming a member. Thank you so much, Burnell. Appreciate you, buddy. Welcome to the roster, dude. 10:55. Left to play in the first quarter. Jalen Duren goes to his left against Jarrett Allen. Puts up a layup. That is off the mark. He does get called for the foul. And Jalen Duren's going to go to the free throw line. No Donovan Mitchell tonight for the Cleveland Cavaliers, but they do get back James Harden. And the Pistons, most importantly, are getting back Isaiah Stewart from that 7-game suspension. This is his first game back. It's going to be a big defensive presence when he comes off the bench. Him and Duren separating each other very nicely in this Pistons rotation. Duren misses the first free throw. What's going on, Mark? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you stopping in. Burnell becoming a member. Thank you so much, buddy. What's going on? Danger, what's going on? Thomas, welcome to the show. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. We got a good one tonight, folks. Beef Stew returning tonight against the Cavaliers, and we are ready to rock and roll. Jalen Duren, second free throw on the way here is up and in. 2-1 lead, Burnell. I will put your name up on the screen here when we hit the first commercial break. Thank you so much again, Burnell. Burnell is awesome. James Harden at the top of the key, working one-on-one against Asar Thompson, finds Evan Mobley inside to Jarrett Allen for the layup underneath. 4-1 Cavaliers. 10:30 left to play in the first quarter. Jalen Duren on the left wing working against Jarrett Allen. Duren trying to put a move on Jarrett Allen down below on the left block. Goes to his left inside here, draws another foul, and Jalen Duren's going to go right back to the free throw line. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the show. What's up, guys? Appreciate you guys all stopping in. And we are ready to rock and roll, man. Hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic night. Welcome to the stream, and we are all squared away, brother. Heck to the yes. Good stuff. Somebody's trying to call me in the middle of my game. Duren's at the free throw line. He does knock down the free throw here. Appreciate you guys will tune into the stream. Welcome to the party, folks, and we are all ready to rock and roll. Somebody is calling my phone. I don't know what is going on here. Silence all notifications. All right, there we go here. All right, gonna pull up the game here. Duren knocks down the free throw. 4-2 basketball game. Cavs take a 1-point lead. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the show, folks. Like and subscribe if you guys are new, ready to rock and roll here. Duren knocks down one of two free throws here. 4-2 to the Cavaliers, back the other way here. 10:20 left to play in the first quarter. Cavaliers kicks it back out to Merrill. He tries a three-pointer. That is off the mark, boarded by Jalen Duren. And it's going to be a foul away. Now they're going to call on Jalen Duren, saying it was an offensive foul off the rebound attempt. So the Cavaliers are going to get it back on the outside here. So 10-12 left to play in the first quarter. Yeah, Pistons have had their struggles at the free throw line, particularly late in the game. Some to kind of look at and potentially could cost the Pistons late in the playoffs. Here we'll see how that pans out, though. So Cavs looking inbound here to Jarrett Allen, upside to Merrill working against Duncan Robinson. Merrill on the right wing, outside to Mobley. Mobley has it, working against Duncan. Goes to his right, one-on-one, trying to back down Duncan on the right block. puts it up and in on the right window. It's a 6-2 basketball game. 9:55 left to play here in the first quarter. Cavs 6, Pistons 2. 9:50 left to go. Jalen Duren goes to his right, working against Jarrett Allen. Kicks it back out to Cade Cunningham. Finds Tobias Harris on the left wing. Tobias puts up a jump shot that's off the mark. Boarded by Jarrett Allen. Upside to James Harden in transition, trying to fight off Asar Thompson. Stops on a dime, pulls up from 3. He knocks it down. It's a 9-2 lead for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 9:30 left to play in the first quarter. Pistons again struggling from the three-point line. Pistons are going to take a timeout here in transition. JB Bickerstaff wants to talk it over as the Pistons go down by 7 as we head into a commercial break. On a Tuesday night in Cleveland, Pistons and Cavaliers, who just faced off against each other a couple days ago, last Friday. Pistons, Dennis Jenkins had to knock down 3 free throws to go to overtime, and that was a crazy game. It was back and forth all the way through and through. This is, I believe, the 4th matchup this season. Detroit has led the season series 2-1. They lost their first in Detroit back in October, and then they got revenge at Cleveland, and then Detroit on their home floor, and then now they're back in Cleveland for, I believe, the final game of the regular season. These two teams could potentially face off in the postseason as well. So good to go, man. But yeah, appreciate you guys stopping in, like and subscribe. If you guys are new, we're going to take a screenshot of Burnell becoming a member. Burnell, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate you stopping. I'll put your name up on the screen here, dude. Thank you so much, my friend. And, yeah, listen, we got the Spurs coming up next on Thursday. We're going to try to get our revenge in that game. Again, the Spurs blew our socks off last Monday or Tuesday when we faced off against them in the Motor City. Spurs shot the ball incredibly well from the three-point line here. We're going to try and get their revenge on Thursday night this week. So that should be a good, exciting matchup as well. Appreciate you stopping in. Burnell, thank you so much again, dude, for becoming a member. You are fantastic, Burnell. In the house, going on, Colin, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. And, yeah, it's going to be ready to rock and roll. This guy, Mark, keeps telling me the haircut. I just got my haircut a couple weeks ago, Mark. Having a good time. He's a Bucks fan. Oh, okay, that figures. Cavaliers 9, Pistons 2. Isn't Giannis back, though, from that, 5-week absence? So you're going to have him for the last couple months of the season. He's probably going to be, hopefully on the West Coast, so the Pistons don't have to deal with him in the Eastern Conference. But we shall see, man. We shall see. In a commercial break, guys. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the show. Hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic night. We are ready to rock and roll. And, yeah, should be interesting. I did not agree with Cam Thomas leaving the Brooklyn Nets. I think that was a really good move by the Bucks. They got Cam Thomas. He's a legit scorer as well, and ever since he got, I think it was waived by the Nets, he's been balling up with the Brooklyn Nets. We are back in business from commercial break here. Appreciate you guys will stop into the stream. If you guys also do want to become a member and help support the shows, it's $2 a month. You guys get the cool loyalty badges and emotes to help support the streams on a night-to-night basis, and we are all squared away. It's in the description if you guys are interested. 9-2 basketball game. Ready to rock and roll here. Cavs up by 7 in the first quarter. Again, the return of Isaiah Stewart, that's going to be a big deal for the Pistons, especially in their second unit when the starters are off the floor here. Cade with the basketball in transition, working against Tyson. Duren sets the screen upside to Tobias Harris one-on-one against James Harden. Finds Duncan Robinson, goes to his left inside of Jalen Duren. Duren kicks it back out to Tobias. Tobias goes to his right, looking to put up a jump shot floater. It's off the mark. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons, it looks like, and the Cavs are going to get it back. 9:06 left to play in the first quarter. There's been a lot of drama the last time the Pistons and Cavaliers faced off. And the Cavs basically said, a lot of the players in the locker room said that the Pistons are not on the same level as the Cleveland Cavaliers. A lot of star players called out their roster. So kind of have a little bit of a brewing rivalry here in the middle of the season here. Jarrett Allen misses the floater underneath here, so the Pistons get it back. 9-2 basketball game, 8:45 left to play in the first quarter. Cade with the basketball, working against Merrill on the right wing here, looking to create separation. Goes to his right, turnaround jump shot for Cade is pure. 9-4 basketball game, 8:34 left to play here in the first quarter. Tyson with the basketball, upside here to the Cleveland Cavaliers, finds Jarrett Allen working against Jalen Duren, upside to Mobley. Mobley looking to fight off Jalen Duren here, finds Merrill. He pulls up from 3. That's off the mark. It's boarded by Tobias Harris. Upside to Cade Cunningham in transition, goes to his right all the way to the rim. It's blocked by Tyson, rebounded by James Harden. Harden kicks it across to Merrill, finds Mobley underneath here against Duren, inside of Tyson. He puts up the bucket. Cavs want a foul. They're not going to get it. It's an 11-4 basketball game. 7:55 left to play in the first quarter. Appreciate you guys will stop into the stream, like and subscribe. If you guys are all tuning in for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Duncan Robinson finds Asar Thompson, kicks it right back to Duncan. He thought about a 3, goes to his right inside of Jalen Duren, who puts up a left-handed layup. Jalen Duren, the reigning Eastern Conference player of the month, or excuse me, player of the week. Cade Cunningham just got player of the month for the month of February. That's his second time he's gotten that award so far this season. The Pistons are going to foul, looks like James Harden on the right wing here. I don't know if that's a shooting foul or just a foul on the floor. We're going to see what happens there. I think it's going to be just a common foul on the ground by Asar Thompson. And we are ready to rock and roll, folks. Cavs 11, Pistons 6 on a Tuesday night in Cleveland. Appreciate you guys all tuning in to the stream. Like I said, Pistons have the San Antonio Spurs coming up next. Merrill has it, working against the Pistons defense, kicks it back out to Evan Mobley. He tries a 3 over to Tobias Harris. That is off the mark. It's going to be last touched by Allen. A lot of Cavs fans are saying it was last touched by Jalen Duren. It's going to be a turnover from the Cavs, and Duren gets credit with the block out there. So Asar Thompson at the top of the key here, working against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jalen Duren has it. It's going to be a blocking foul called against Jarrett Allen. So Jalen Duren doing a really good job drawing fouls on this Cavaliers defense in the first quarter. He's already gone to the free throw line twice. He draws his 3rd personal foul against him. So that's a good offensive presence from Jalen Duren, the reigning Eastern Conference Player of the Week. And, it's big time. SGA is going to be out for the Thunder for another straight game, so we're going to see if Cade's the only healthiest remaining MVP candidate left by the end of the season here. He's going to be battling with Jokic and SGA for the award. 7:05 left to play in the first quarter. Cade has it. Working against Merrill at the top of the key, kicks it back out to Duncan Robinson from the left wing for 3. He buries it. Duncan Robinson gets the first 3 on the board for the Detroit Pistons. 6:55 left to play here in the first quarter. James Harden on the left wing working against Asar Thompson. James Harden, step back 3 for James Harden is off the mark. It's going to be rebounded by Cade. Cade up in transition to find a wide open Jalen Duren, and he throws down a windmill dunk underneath. Could have potentially saw that in the dunk contest this year, but he had to withdraw because he had a little bit of a knee injury. So I'd rather protect Jalen Duren's knee than him show off in the dunk contest and further it even worse. So Jalen Duren doing his part. Evan Mobley goes to the rim. He's going to be fouled, though, by Jalen Duren. Pistons were on a 7-0 run, and if the Cavs make this first free throw, it's going to stop the run. So 11-all. What's going on, Colin? Welcome to the show. I got to swallow the whistle. Yeah, these refs can definitely play a big factor as well in these close games. This is gonna be a really close, competitive basketball game down to the wire here. We're gonna see when JB Bickerstaff does sub in Isaiah Stewart. You got to remember too, Isaiah Stewart got suspended before the All-Star break. So it said 7-game suspension, but it felt like it was way longer because you had that 3, 4, 5, 6 day overlap when the All-Star break finished and then concluded, and then you got back to basketball activities. And there he is. Isaiah Stewart is checking into the game, replacing Jalen Duren, who does have 2 fouls. Good to see Beef Stew back on the floor for the Pistons. This is his first game back since February 9th, so it's almost been a full month since Isaiah Stewart has last played basketball, so good to see it, man. Former Defensive Player of the Month for the month of December, I want to say. So, good to see him out there. 6:24 left to play in the first quarter here. Evan Mobley puts up a free throw. It is up and in. 13-11 basketball game. Cavs up by 2. Cade Cunningham with the basketball here. Cavaliers making a couple substitutions here. Asar Thompson sets the screen here. Cade goes to his right, looking to put up a jump shot. Turnaround shot is good for Mr. Cade Cunningham. 13-all. On the floor for the Pistons, you got Tobias, Duncan, Cade, Asar, Beef Stew. Cavs have Allen, Mobley, Harden, Schroeder, and Ellis on the floor for the Cavs. James Harden with the basketball here goes to his left against Tobias Harris. Harden step back 2 is going to be no good. It's going to be off the mark, rebounded by Asar Thompson. Asar looking to push in transition on the left wing. Finds Cade Cunningham wide open for 3. That's off the mark. Asar tried to go rebound and it ends up in the hands of Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder has it for the Cavs, working against Asar Thompson. Now they're going to call a blocking foul against Asar. It's going to stay here on the floor with the Cavaliers. What's going on, chaps? How you doing? Appreciate stopping in. Yes, no Donovan Mitchell tonight for the Cavaliers, but they do get back James Harden. So this is the first time the Pistons are seeing James Harden in a Cavaliers uniform. They faced off the Clippers a couple times earlier this season. And I believe right now the Cavaliers are actually the favorite to win the Eastern Conference right now. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens with what the Boston Celtics do, because Jason Tatum has been cleared to return to basketball activities, and he might start as soon as tomorrow. It's a game-time decision based on his hamstring. So we're going to see what happens with Boston. That can shape up the whole dynamic of the Eastern Conference. Ron Holland has checked into the game for the Detroit Pistons here. Cavaliers on the left wing working against Cade Cunningham inside of Jarrett Allen. He puts up a left-handed hook shot, and it falls. Cavaliers 15, Pistons 13, 5:15 left to play in the first quarter. Asar Thompson has it at the top of the key here, looking to get it off to Cade Cunningham in transition. Cade fighting off Ellis. Beef Stew sets the screen. Cade rolls off it, goes to his right all the way to the hole, finds Ron Holland, gives it up to Asar Thompson for the layup underneath. 15-15 basketball game. It is back and forth the entire first quarter so far. Schroeder kicks it back out to James Harden on the right wing against Asar Thompson. Floater, it falls for Mr. James Harden, the beard, the future Hall of Famer in my opinion. 17-15 basketball game. You got Ron Holland leading the show for the Pistons. Upside to Beef Stew working against Jarrett Allen. Goes all the way to the hole. Left shot is no good. It's going to be off the mark, boarded by the Cavs. Upside to Schroeder in transition to James Harden working against Duncan Robinson. Goes all the way to the hole. Kicks it back out to his teammate for a hook shot. It is off the mark. It's going to be saved by Cade upside to Duncan Robinson. Duncan finds Cade in transition. Cavaliers are in the bonus here. It seems like the majority of the Pistons games, the opposing team always gets in the bonus first. It's kind of an interesting stat I've kind of noticed here. Been calling these games pretty much all season long. And it seems like the Pistons always fall behind first when it gets into the bonus in the quarters. And it's something to kind of observe from afar here. James Harden at the top of the key working against Duncan Robinson. Kicks it back out. For 3, it's going to be off the mark, boarded by Ron Holland. That was Porter Jr. that missed that 3. 3:44 left to play in the first quarter. Asar Thompson at the top of the key here, looking to fight off Ellis. Finds Cade Cunningham underneath here on the right baseline. Back out to Holland. Holland's going to be intercepted by James Harden. Upside here to Ellis on the fast break, working against Holland. Right-handed layup. It falls. Count the bucket for the Cavaliers. 19-15 basketball game, 3:21 left to play in the first quarter. Asar Thompson at the top of the key working against Porter Jr. Finds Cade Cunningham on the right wing against Schroeder. Cade looking to operate against his former teammate. Goes baseline, kicks it back out to Duncan. Duncan had it, lost it. Gets it back inside to Cade Cunningham on the left block. Shot is up for the jump shot for Mr. Cade Cunningham, and it is pure. 19-17 basketball game, 2:55 left to play in the first quarter. Cade's got 6 points, 3 boards, 3 assists already. James Harden tries a baseline jumper of his own. It falls. 21-17 basketball game. Cavs up by 4 with 2:44 left to play in the first quarter. Asar Thompson working inside here. Turnaround jump shot is off the mark. He does get fouled, and Asar Thompson is going to go to the free throw line. What's going on, Hal? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you stopping in. What's going on, Commander Fox? Welcome to the show, dude. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic night. There is a timeout on the floor right now for the Cavaliers. That is their first timeout of the game as we go to a commercial break. They actually might be. Are they challenging this? They're going to call a foul on Dennis Schroeder against Asar Thompson. I don't know if this is a challenge or not. We're going to see, though. The Cavs do get charged with a timeout, though, for the meantime here as we hit a commercial break. So we're in a commercial break. Again, shout out to Brunel. Becoming a member, Brunel is fantastic. And welcome to the show, folks. Like I said, I encourage chat as long as it's, respectful to one another. I know we got like Pistons fans in here, opposite team fans in here. So tonight it's the Cavaliers. So just be respectful with one another. It's okay to have like a little friendly trash talk But kind of keep it PG if you can. So that'd be very fantastic. And we're all here to enjoy the game. And hopefully I can be your guys' eyes for the broadcast from my mouth to your guys' ears, if that hopefully makes sense. And I think I'm doing an okay job. So don't scold me if I mess something up. Cavaliers 21, Pistons 17. Cavs are in a timeout. Asar Thompson's going to go to the free throw line. Asar did have a really solid game against the Cavaliers the last time these two teams faced off. I want to say Asar Thompson had like 16 points. So we know what a great defender he is. If he can add to his offensive game, that's just going to help the Pistons for the trajectory moving forward, and should be fantastic. So, and like I said, guys, I may or may not point out random people in the chat, and it's all love. I just try to, get the shows entertaining and fire you guys up. It's nothing personal, or I don't try to be disrespectful to anybody as well. I encourage arguments and debates, and it's good we have different opinions. So as long as you guys are getting along, we can respect each other at the end of the day. That's all that matters as most. This is I'll show you guys my t-shirt. So this is a Jahmyr Gibbs Lego t-shirt. It's Jahmyr Gibbs in Lego form. So I got that a couple months ago. So shout out to Gibbs. It's crazy that the Lions lost Montgomery. He's a Texan now. So Gibbs full steam ahead. We're getting back from the commercial break here. Cavaliers 21, Pistons 17. Yeah, I had somebody fill in tonight, BD, for my bowling league, which is great, so I can do the Pistons game tonight. Wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to call this game or not, but my teammate stepped up, so I thank them for that. This is the first week I've only missed all season long too, so it's good to go. Jalen Duren, Cade Cunningham, Eastern Conference Players of the Week, the month. You have 4 impactful players. What's going on, Weeping? How you doing, buddy? Cade Cunningham, Eastern Conference Player of the Month. Jalen Duren, Eastern Conference Player of the Week. You just had Asar Thompson and Isaiah Stewart, back-to-back Defensive Players of the months. That is 4 straight Pistons, back-to-back that have had at least one award given to them, and they're all, 24 years or younger? Absolutely phenomenal. Asar Thompson at the free throw line knocks down the first free throw. Cavaliers 21, Pistons 18, 2:40 left to play in regulation. Cade Cunningham goes to the bench here, so he is currently out of the game right now. On the floor for the Pistons right now, you got Tobias, Asar Thompson, Isaiah Stewart, Ron Holland, and Dennis Jenkins. Asar Thompson's second free throw on the way is off the mark. It's boarded by Ellis. On the Cavs side right now, you got Tyson, Bryant, Schroeder, Porter Jr., and Ellis on the floor for the Cavs. Trajan Langdon in attendance tonight for this Pistons and Cavs game on the road. Good to see Trajan in the building. Thomas Bryant puts up a 3. It is off the mark. Asar Thompson, skies high for that rebound. He had to go way up in the air and get that one. Asar Thompson working against Porter Jr. At the top of the key, finds Ron Holland, gives it back to Asar Thompson, kicks it back out to Holland. He tries a wide-open 3 of his own, banks it in. How about Ron Holland, 3-and-D Ron Holland mark, knocking down the bank shot. It's a tie basketball game. 2:01 left to play in the first quarter. You got Tyson with the basketball back outside to Bryant. Tyson takes a 3 of his own that is off the mark, boarded by Asar Thompson in transition here. Asar Thompson working against Tyson on the left wing here. Finds Jenkins looking to set things up here. Tobias sets the screen. Jenkins rolls off it, working against Ellis on the right wing. 1:30 left to play in the first quarter. Tobias Harris has it, working against his former teammate Schroeder. Puts up a mid-range jump shot, off the mark, boarded by Schroeder. Schroeder has it. Both teams are in the bonus right now. Ellis catches it on the left wing, kicks it back out to Porter Jr. Now they're going to call a foul against Jenkins, I believe. So it's going to be free throws for the Cavaliers coming up. 3-and-D Ron Holland mark. There he is. Appreciate you, SGA. Thanks again, dude, for becoming a member. Yeah, we'll figure out something for that SGA, and we'll be good to go. So good stuff. 1:20 left to play in the first quarter. Cavs 21, Pistons 21. So Cavs are at the free throw line. Ellis is at the free throw line. First free throw on the way for Ellis is up and in. 22-21 basketball game. What's going on, Wesley? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show, folks. I try to get to know you guys, too, in the chat, so if you guys are just tuning in for the first time, or if you haven't left a comment, or if you're just listening and want to let me know who you are listening, I try to get to know as many viewers as I can, try to build a community here on the stream, so Because I think come playoff time, it's going to be freaking hype, and hopefully we can get as many people in here as possible, because if you think I'm crazy on these broadcasts, you haven't seen nothing yet for the playoffs. So it's going to get electric soon. 23-21 basketball game. Jenkins at the top of the key finds Isaiah Stewart. Stewart with the basketball, looking to get it in transition here. Cavs knocked down both free throws. Ellis working against Holland on the left wing. Good defense working against Holland. Back out to Isaiah Stewart. Thought about a three. Finds Jenkins on the left wing. He puts up a three to beat the shot clock, and he buries it. Tough shot for Dennis Jenkins. 24-23 basketball game. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside of Tyson working against Beef Stew on the left wing. 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Tyson has it. Looking to set something up here. Good defense from Stewart. Tyson sets a down screen here for Ellis. Ellis working against Holland. Kicks it back out to Tyson. Tyson, with 3 seconds on the shot clock, has to put up a shot, count the bucket, and the foul over Isaiah Stewart. What a shot from Tyson on the right wing here. He gets it to fall. It's 25-24, and Tyson's going to try and complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Good stuff, man. This is going to be a really good basketball game, down to the wire, and this could come down to the final shot. It nearly came down to the final shot the last time these two teams faced off. Jenkins had to literally make 3 straight free throws. Tyson misses the free throw. It's boarded by Ron Holland. There's 30 seconds left before the end of the first quarter here. Jenkins on the left wing working against the Cavs. Stewart looking to set the screen to help out Jenkins. Jenkins rolls off it against Bryant, finds Karis LeVert, who checks into the game. LeVert drives baseline, kicks it back out to Ron Holland. He tries another three. He buries it. Where's Mark? Put him in the chat. That's 2 straight threes for 3-and-D. Ron Holland, Mark. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Cavs on the right wing here. 5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Cavs have it, kicks it back out to Thomas Bryant. Tyson with the basketball goes inside, back out to Porter to beat the buzzer. It's off the mark. It's going to be Pistons basketball to start the second quarter here. How about Ron Holland off the bench? 3-and-D Ron. I'm putting it into existence. Listen, he's not great from the three-point line, but he's making his way there. He's making his progress, and he's making his way there. There was an interview against the Magic that JB Bickerstaff posted, in the press conference, and he goes, I don't know how the heck you shoot 1 for 18 from the three-point line in the first half and win a basketball game, but we found a way to pull it out and basically get the job done. So, like I said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Ron Holland, 2 baskets, both from the three-point line. We're going to need it from somebody, because, listen, if Duncan goes cold, if Tobias can't hit it, if Cade is doing other things, we're going to need guys to step up and knock down some shots. You love to see it. Got a commercial break up next, heading into the second quarter. Appreciate you guys. Let's tune into the stream. What's going on? Wesley, how you guys doing? Like the stream, guys. Subscribe if you guys are new. I'm gonna put you guys on blast again here. How many likes do we have? We got, 104 people here? Oh, snap. I better see this like counter be at least at 20 likes. What are we at so far? Okay, we're at 21. That's good so far. I'm proud of the chat so far. If we can get to 35, that's 14 more of you to hit the like button. That would be very much appreciated. If you guys want to subscribe, you guys can. You don't have to, but if you guys want me to go absolutely ballistic over the next couple months until we get to the playoffs, it's going to be worth your while. I promise you guys, it's going to be worth your while. I'm going to be wearing a top hat. I'm going to be wearing a suit where we might change the background. We might have visual effects in the playoffs. I'm just saying, it's going to be electric come playoff time. I'm putting together like a hype video as well, so it's gonna be sweet. Pistons 27, Cavaliers 25. In a commercial break right now. Again, credit to the Cavaliers. These two teams have been kind of going at it. They were showing some pregame footage basically, and Jalen Durham was kind of, how when teams call a timeout, they kind of walk past each other going to the other benches, and Jalen Durham was kind of rubbing some shoulders the other way, and he had that altercation with Dennis Schroeder the other day. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there's a local business owner that was sitting courtside and basically got ejected against the Cavaliers on Friday night. And the only reason why he did that was to create a publicity stunt for his fast food business, I guess. I guess he's in the Metro Detroit area, and the only reason why he wanted to get kicked out of the game was because he thought it would be good for his business, I guess. But I don't understand it. Don't ask me why. But Yeah, Dennis Schroeder was a good Piston. Like, we only had him for a couple months, but I think he was a solid player for us, especially in the playoffs, and he's definitely a guy that a lot of teams want. Obviously, he's been on like 12 different rosters throughout his career, so he's a solid NBA player. So we're getting back from the commercial break. It's a Gibbs Lego t-shirt. It's one of my favorites. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs Lego t-shirt. 11:50 left to play in the first half here. Isaiah Stewart kicks it off to Cade Cunningham. Cade working inside to Isaiah Stewart. Stewart puts up the bucket, and it falls. That is Isaiah Stewart's first basket back from suspension. Pistons 29, Cavaliers 25. Schroeder with the basketball finds Tyson. Tyson's going to get fouled underneath here by the Pistons on the floor. It's going to stay here with Cavaliers basketball. Melissa, thank you for the support. Appreciate you stopping in, Melissa. Everybody is fantastic. Beef stew going to work underneath here. We got the beef stew emote. Let's see the beef stew emote. Where is he? There he is, right there. Oh yeah. If you guys want to get a little beef stew action in your life, it's in the description. Schroeder kicks it back out to Tyson. Tyson looking to get it off to Tyson here on the left corner here, working against Ron Holland. Outside of Bryant. Bryant puts up a three. He knocks it down. 29-28 basketball game. Pistons take a 1-point lead. I have my water in front of me, and I'm afraid I'm going to kick it over. Cade with the basketball finds Javonte Green. He tries a three of his own. That is off the mark. It's going to be nearly boarded by Ron Holland. It falls out of his hands, though. Bryant gets it back here. It's a 1-point basketball game. 10:55 left to play in the first half. Cavs working underneath here. Finds Tyson for a corner three. He buries it. Knocks it down. 31-29 basketball game. Tyson, 46% from the three-point line. This season, that is third best in the NBA. So they got two top 5 three-point shooters on their roster with Tyson and Merrill. That's going to be a big asset come playoff time for the Cavs. LeVert kicks it back out to Ron Holland. He puts up a three of his own. Oh my gosh, I was going to go ballistic if he made 3 straight threes. It's off the mark, 10-25 underneath to Mobley. Mobley puts it up and in. 33-29. There it is, weeping. Beef stew. 10:15 left to play in the first half. Cavs on a quiet 8-0 quick run here. Cade goes all the way to the hole, finds Javonte Green. Pass was deflected. That was a crazy pass. Javonte Green knocks down the three. Cade was trying to kick it out to Javonte Green. It got pinballed up in the air. It ends up Javonte Green's hands, and he knocks down the shot. Schroeder takes a mid-range Jay. It's off the mark here, boarded by Schroeder. Off to Tyson. Tyson has it working against Ron Holland underneath to Mobley. Mobley, nice footwork against Javonte Green for the slam. 35-32 basketball game, and I think we have a timeout on the floor here from the Pistons. So the Pistons take a timeout. It's a 3-point basketball game, and man, this is going to be a good game all the way down to the wire here. I can't wait. Cavaliers 35, Pistons 32 in a commercial break. Appreciate you guys all stopping into the stream. If this is your first time here, welcome. Hit the like button, subscribe. It's free. It helps me out a ton, and it helps my self-esteem. And we're having a good time, man. So good to go. Alrighty. Give you guys some stats. Pistons are shooting better from the three-point line in the first half compared to what they were in the first half a couple days ago against the Magic. They're 50% right now. They're 3 of 6. Doesn't mean a lot because there's only 6 attempts, but it's better that they're at least shooting the ball better compared to, the other day. And I don't care who does it, as long as we make not tough shots, we'll be all in business. All right. 25% from the three-point line for the Cavs. Leading scorers right now, you got Mobley with 8. James Harden has 7, and Tyson has 9. Pistons right now, kind of a nice, diverse spread out of points right now. You got Durham with 6, Cade with 6, Asar with 3, Duncan has 3, Holland with 6 off the bench, Javonte Green with 3, and Jenkins with 3 off the bench. So, love to see it. I'm sorry, that was free throw percentage. The Pistons are 5 for 9. They're 5 for 9 from the three-point line, 56%. Okay, even better. I was looking at the wrong stat there. All right, we're all good, though. So, good stuff. In a commercial break, Cavs 35, Pistons 32. Pistons have, once again, the San Antonio Spurs coming up next on Thursday. If you have any questions, comments, concerns in the chat, guys, let me know. So, good stuff. JB loves Karras, and no one can figure it out. What does he do? I think he adds... And I will admit he has struggled. He's had his struggles this season. The last couple of games, though, he's actually played decently better than what he was in the past when he missed like that whole month due to that injury. But yeah, I think it's one of those guys where it helps Cade. It can help Cade out in spacing, right? He's a veteran. He's been on multiple different teams. And I think it's just a matter of time to where he can actually become, hopefully, a 10 points a game scorer off the bench for the Pistons. That would be great for us. But again, your options are limited when it comes to shooting off the bench, right? Like you're hoping on a prayer from Ron Holland, maybe Beef Stew, Jenkins, and then Karis LeVert and Javonte Green on your next best shooters. So it's kind of all up in the air. Legs, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Legs, Weep, LLC, thank you so much. Appreciate you stopping in. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Legs, thank you so much. Appreciate you, dude. I'll get your name up on the screen here in just a second for the $5 super chat. Cade stops on a dime. He puts up a mid-range jump shot. It falls. 34-35 basketball game in a commercial break. Legs, thank you so much for the super chat. It's blocked by the Pistons, upside to Karis LeVert in transition. Karis LeVert kicks it back out to Cade. Cade drives inside, goes all the way to the rim. Right-handed layup is off the mark, boarded by Porter Jr. Porter Jr. in transition here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kicks it back out to Tyson. Tyson tries a three from the right wing. He buries it. 38-34 basketball game. Tyson and Merrill, huge pieces for the Cleveland Cavaliers from the three-point line. 8:55 left to play in the first half here. Tyson already has 12 points. LeVert working against Schroeder on the right wing here. Beef Stew sets a down screen for Karis LeVert. He rolls off it to his left. Another backdoor screen from Beef Stew. LeVert trying to get to Stewart. Back out to Cade. Cade working against Tyson one-on-one. Trying to beat the shot clock. 5 seconds. It's going to be off the mark, boarded by Bryant. Bryant has it under control here. Cavs on a 13-5 run. Porter Jr. has it working against Karis LeVert. Upside of Thomas Bryant. Finds Tyson on the left wing working against Javonte Green. Bryant sets a down screen. Tyson rolls off. It switches back off to Cade. Finds Porter Jr. Porter Jr. working against Karis LeVert. Outside to Schroeder. Schroeder thought about a three working against Ron Holland. Goes to his right, drives all the way to the hole, puts it up and in. That is a veteran move from Dennis Schroeder right there. 40-34 basketball game. 8:05 left to play in the first half here. Cade with the basketball at the top of the key, looking to set things up here. Javonte Green sets a screen for Cade. Cade rolls off it, goes to his right, kicks it back out to Javonte Green. He tries a deep three, and he buries it. Huge shot for Javonte Green from the left wing. 40-37 basketball game. Thank God the Pistons are shooting well from three because they've had to need it to keep up with the Cavaliers so far in this game so far. Mobley on the left wing working against Isaiah Stewart. Mobley with the basketball here. Goes to his left. Backs out to Schroeder. Schroeder tries a three over Ron Holland. He buries it. Dennis Schroeder matches Javonte Green. 43-37 basketball game. Karis LeVert working against Evan Mobley. LeVert tries a three from the left wing. That's off the mark. It's boarded by Bryant. Bryant upside to Mobley on the right wing. Cade tries to stop it. Mobley stops. It's going to be upside here to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. floater is off the mark. Gets his own rebound, though. Kicks it back out to Mobley. Mobley tries a wide open three over Isaiah Stewart. That's off the mark. Bryant gets a rebound. Inside here, gets fouled by the Pistons. 3 straight offensive rebounds for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they're going to go to the free throw line. Legs, thank you so much again for the super chat. Appreciate you, Legs. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to put you on the screen here, Legs. Thank you so much. Good to go here. So the Cavs are at the free throw line, and they're going to see if they can knock down these free throws here. All right. Bryant's at the free throw line, 44-37 basketball game. All right, good to go. Perfect. Cavs knocked down the first free throw, 7-point basketball game. Pistons down 7. Cavs 44, Pistons 37. Everybody rules. Appreciate you guys will stop in. Thanks again, Legs. Good deal. Thomas Bryant at the free throw line knocks down both free throws. 45-37 basketball game. Legs, thank you so much again, Legs. All right, Cavaliers up 8. In transition, goes the Pistons back the other way. Cade Cunningham on the right block. Working against Tyson. Cade trying to back down Tyson, goes to his right, puts up a shot. It's off the mark. Duran's there for the rebound. Misses the shot, puts it back up and nearly put it back up, and then he does get fouled, though, and JD's going to go back to the free throw line. JD wanted that one to fall so badly, but it was off the rim. He has an opportunity, though, to cut it back down to 6. Duren's averaging about almost 11 boards per game. It's 7th best in the NBA. Wouldn't it be crazy if you had 2 Olympians in 2 years for the Pistons on Team USA? That would be something. Cade, starting point guard, you could have, like, Duren come off the bench for, like, Bam Adebayo, or that would be ridiculous. 45-38 basketball game. You might get Chet in there. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Team USA, because you're going to have, like, guys that were on the team a couple years ago, like LeBron, KD, Steph. Are they all going to be there? They're going to all approach, like, 40 years old by the time that happens, so we'll see. Duren misses the first, or excuse me, he makes the first free throw, misses the second free throw. 45-38 basketball game. James Harden with the basketball here on the left wing against Jalen Duren. Kicks it back out. Gets it back, though, from his teammate. Harden with the basketball against Duren on the left wing. Step back 3 for James Harden. It is off the mark, in and out. It's going to be boarded by Tyson. Pistons cannot buy a rebound here. Harden puts up another shot. It's off the mark here. Duren saves it up to Cade. Now they're going to say Duren was out of bounds when he tried to save that basketball. Pistons have had a horrific time trying to get a defensive rebound here in the first half. Cavs 45, Pistons 38. So it's going to be Cavs basketball underneath with about 6 minutes left to play in the first half. Appreciate you guys will stop into the show. Welcome to the party, folks. 6:15 left to play in the first half here. Cade steps out for a breather here. Cavs with the basketball here. Is that Chad? I thought that was Chaz here. I got excited for a second. I think it's Dennis Jenkins, though. Jenkins, Asar Thompson, Duren, Robinson, and Harris on the floor for the Pistons. Jarrett Allen on the right wing here, working against Jalen Duren. Allen has it, kicks it back out to Harden. Harden working against Jenkins. On the right wing here, Harden goes all the way to the rim. Shot is off the mark. It's his own rebound, though. Harden puts up a shot. It's off the mark. It is once again boarded by the Cavs. Merrill puts up a 3, and he buries it. Offensive rebounding has absolutely killed the Pistons in this second quarter so far. Pistons looking to respond here down the stretch here. 5:49 left to play in the first half. Jenkins has it with the basketball, goes to his left, working inside against the Cavaliers. Back to Asar Thompson. Asar with the basketball finds Tobias Harris. Tobias working against Harden on the right wing here. Finds Asar Thompson inside underneath here. Asar nearly lost it, gets it back to Duren. 1 second on the shot clock. Asar's going to get it off, and it's going to be a shot clock violation from the Cavaliers. Or for the Pistons, excuse me. It's Cavaliers basketball. Appreciate you guys will stop into the show. Welcome to the party, folks. 48-38 here. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the show, folks. Pistons looking to get back in the groove of things here with about 5:30 left to play in the first half. James Harden on the left wing here. Cavs on a 23-9 run here. They have dominated the second quarter. Harden with the basketball working against JD. Behind the back pass is intercepted by Tobias Harris. Tobias in transition here finds Dennis Jenkins. Jenkins pulls up from the corner for 3. It's off the mark. Asar gets the rebound. Asar pulls it back out, finds Duncan Robinson. Robinson goes all the way to the rim. Robinson puts up a shot. It's off the mark, but Robinson's going to go to the free throw line to knock down these free throws. Cavs 48, Pistons 38. Duncan's going to have his shot to knock it down to 8. .505 left to play here in the first half. What's going on, Jesse? How you doing? Duncan at the free throw line. First free throw on the way is up and in. Duncan Robinson is a shooting guard, so hopefully he can knock down these free throws. Pistons have the second best defensive net efficiency rating this season. Basically what that means is they are holding the second least amount of points per game against their opponent. 48-40 basketball game. Cavs looking to inbound here to James Harden. Harden has the basketball here, looking to add more here. Cade watching from the sidelines in foul trouble in the first half. Merrill has it, working against Duncan Robinson on the left wing. Good defense from Duncan, poked away. It's going to be Cavs basketball. 48-40. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. Welcome to the show. A huge shout again to Legs and Burnell for the sponsors of the stream tonight so far. Burnell becoming a member and Legs with the super chat. Thank you guys again. You guys don't have to do that. 4:52 left to play in the first half. Merrill wide open for three. Off the mark. Pistons were fortunate. That was like a toilet bowl miss. It laid up there forever. Jenkins gets it back here. Finds Duncan Robinson from the corner. He tries a three of his own. Airballs it. Misses everything. Duren nearly saved it. It's going to be Cavs basketball. 48-40. Duren was looking to fight off the rebound there off the Duncan miss, and it looked like a couple Cavs were kind of fighting him off with it, and it looks like Duren once again touched it when his foot was on the line. So, good effort. Duren was claiming he got fouled by a jersey pull. So, the Pistons are still trying to figure out this decision here from the refs. The refs are still talking about it. JB Bickerstaff is not happy on the sidelines. I think it's going to be Cavaliers basketball, though. 4:35 left to play in the first half here. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Welcome to the show, folks. Cavaliers inbound here to James Harden. Harden with the basketball, working against Asar Thompson at the top of the key here. Harden has it. 4:30 left to play in the first half. Merrill looking to set the screen here for Asar. Asar rolls off it, trying to bother Harden. Backdoor pass to Merrill. Merrill goes all the way to the hole. Blocked by JD. Good defense from Jalen Duren. Jenkins finds Duren. He goes all the way to the rim, and Duren gets fouled once again. And Jalen Duren's going to go right back to the free throw line. This is, I think, Duren's fourth or fifth attempt at the free throw line so far. Cavaliers take a timeout here. We're going to a commercial break. And we are ready to rock and roll. Yeah, Cavs have outscored the Pistons by 10 points so far in the second quarter, and primarily a lot of that was because of second chance points. It seemed like the Pistons could not buy a defensive rebound to save their lives. A lot of second chance points from the Cavs tonight, and that's what's been at a disadvantage for the Pistons tonight in the second quarter here. So Jalen Duren goes up with it. Are the Cavs challenging this? I don't know if the Cavs are officially challenging this or not. I think Jalen Duren's going to go to the free throw line. So if this call stands, this would be Jalen Duren's fourth attempt there. Yeah, this would be his fourth trip to the free throw line in the first half. Paulo got there I think he had 15 free throws in the first half the other day. It was insane. So some stats while we wait until the commercial break edges out here. You got Duncan Robinson with 5 points, Jalen Duren with 7, Cade with 8. Asar with 3. Tobias is still scoreless. Javonte Green and Ron Holland both have 6 points, a couple big-time threes. Pistons are shooting 50% from the three-point line, still pretty good. Cavs have come to life a little bit, 32%, a little bit better than they were in the first quarter here. You got Tyson knocking down a lot of shots at the Cavs so far. I didn't realize that Tyson and Merrill were 2 top 5 three-point shooters in the NBA right now. With Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley, James Harden, and Donovan Mitchell, that is going to be a problem in the playoffs for whoever faces them first round. So we'll see what happens. Cavaliers 48, Pistons 40. Appreciate you guys all stopping into the show. How many likes we got right now? Got 40. Okay, it's not bad. Can we get to 50? Do you think we can get to 50 before the end of the commercial break here? 116 of you in here, 40 likes. If we get to 50 likes, that'd just be immaculate. Absolutely electric if that happened. Need to give Kevin Huerter some looks from the three-point line. Yeah. JB Bickerstaff is very particular. Probably one of the most particular coaches in the NBA of who he puts on the floor for minute distribution for rotation wises. Kevin Huerter's played a couple games and barely any minutes so far ever since we got him from the deadline. And it can kind of tell me one of two things. Huerter's still maybe trying to get acclimated to the second unit. And it could be a Paul Reed situation. And I mean by that is if Jalen Duren and Isaiah Stewart are both healthy, Paul Reed's probably not going to play. The only time he comes out there is if one of them gets injured or rejected or fouls out. The Cavs challenge was successful, unfortunately, so it is not a foul on the Cavs. Duren was going coast to coast in transition here. They claimed it was all ball. I don't agree with that call whatsoever, but the Cavs get it back here. 4:15 left to play in the first half. Cavs 48, Pistons 40. See, what's ridiculous about this is the refs screwed up. So because the refs screwed up, the Cavs get the basketball back. But had they would have never blown the whistle, right? Pistons may have got the rebound, and they may have put back up that basket. So a challenge intercepts a potential basket that the Pistons could potentially have gotten there had the ref not made the call in the first place. So I don't think the challenge should necessarily impact the other. It's ridiculous. James Harden on the left wing here kicks it back out to his teammate. It's blocked by Duncan Robinson. It's going to be a foul called, though, against, I believe, Ellis, excuse me. And Pistons get it back here. Yeah, it's a little frustrating. Like, I understand a challenge is one thing, but, like, at that point, it should be whoever last had the ball. Like, if you win the challenge, it doesn't necessarily mean you get the basketball back. Like, the ref screwed up on that one, so why did the Pistons get penalized? I don't understand it. Duncan Robinson has it, working against the Cavaliers inside the paint here, fighting off Merrill. Kicks it back out to Cade Cunningham. Intercepted, though, by the Cavs, and another foul called on Cade Cunningham in transition. 3:35 left to play in the first half. What's going on, Harp? How we doing? Welcome to the show. 3:35 left to play here. Yeah, that was kind of a casual pass right there from Duncan Robinson. That was like a casual bounce pass, and I think he kind of misread how far Cade Cunningham was away from him, and Ellis stopped right in front of it, and Cade picked up a foul. So you had a foul and then a turnover immediately. So Cavs get it back here underneath here. Jarrett Allen, it's going to be poked away by the Pistons. They're going to say it was last touch, though, by Allen. The Pistons have not made a basket in the last 4 minutes of this game so far. Cavs 48, Pistons 40. Each team both has 3 turnovers in the first half so far. Cade has it, working against James Harden on the right wing, looking to get to Tobias Harris. Tobias lost it. It's intercepted by Mobley. Mobley at the top of the key finds James Harden wide open. Harden doesn't take it, finds Ellis on the left wing for 3. Off the mark, it's going to be boarded by Ausar Thompson. Ausar working to push it in transition here for the Pistons. Underneath here, Ausar Thompson goes all the way to the hole, lays it up and in. Nice play from Ausar Thompson there. 48-42 basketball game. 2:55 left to play in the first half. James Harden working against Duncan Robinson. Finds Jarrett Allen underneath here for the floater. It's off the mark here. Pistons and Cavs looking to fight it off here. It's going to be, they're saying last touch by Allen off the deflection out of bounds. It's going to be Pistons basketball. 2:45 left to play here in the first half here. Jalen Duren at the top of the key. Let's try to stay positive, Thomas. Duren looking to fight off the Cavs here. Finds Cade Cunningham on the left wing here. Cade with the basketball, kicks it across to Ausar Thompson. Ausar has it. Working inside against Evan Mobley. Turnaround shot for Ausar is good. What a shot from Ausar Thompson, fading backwards in the paint. He gets it to go over one of the best shot blockers in the NBA, and Jarrett Allen. James Harden, other way, puts up, buries a 3. Answers very nicely from the future Hall of Famer. 2:10 left to play in the first half here. Cade Cunningham on the right wing working against the Cavs. Inside to Jalen Duren. Duren loses it. Gets it back, though. Duren kicks it back out to Tobias Harris. Tobias finds Duncan Robinson. Gets it back to Tobias. Inside to Duncan Robinson. Off the window is no good. JD is there for the slam off the miss. 51-46 basketball game. 1:49 left to play in the first half here. We need a second guy. Cade can't get double teamed. And it's going to be really curious to see how that works in the playoffs. And you got to remember, too, if somebody double teams somebody else is left open. And whoever's left open, they're going to have to knock down shots when that happens, if they play man defense. 1:50 left to play in the first half here. Cade Cunningham working against Merrill on the left wing against Jalen Duren. Merrill has it. Finds James Harden. Harden cuts to the basket. Inside to Allen for the slam. 53-46 basketball game. 1:25 left to play in the first half. Cavs up by 7. Ausar Thompson on the left wing here looking to find it inside to Tobias Harris. Tobias has it working against James Harden. Tobias has it inside to Ausar Thompson. Ausar with the basketball puts up a layup. It's off the mark. He wanted a foul. He's not going to get it. It's going to be rebounded by the Cavs, upside to Mobley in transition. Mobley has it inside here, misses the jam. It's going to be fouled, though. They're going to get Jalen Duren for that. Yeah, they're going to get Jalen Duren for that foul, and we have a couple substitutions coming in here. Are they going to call that on Cade? It looked like it was Cade who last touched Mobley there. They might get Cade for that. I think it is on Cade Cunningham. So Cade picks up, is that his third foul? Yeah, that's Cade Cunningham's second foul? Maybe it hasn't updated yet. It's either his second or his third foul. Cavs are in the bonus, though. A minute or two left to play in the first half here. Mobley at the free throw line misses the free throw. Isaiah Stewart checks into the game here for Jalen Duren. Pistons down 7 with about a minute and 2 left here. Try and cut the deficit in half, hopefully, by the time we hit halftime. Mobley at the free throw line, trying to knock down these free throws. Mobley, free throw on the way is good. 8-point basketball game. Cavs 54, Pistons 46. A minute left to play in the first half here. Cavs up by 8. Cade with the basketball, finds Isaiah Stewart underneath here. Stewart misses the shot. It's going to be off the mark here. Cavs get the rebound. James Harden in transition here at the top of the key, working against Cade Cunningham. Harden pushes off Cade. Left open for 3. Misses the 3. Cavs bench was going crazy. That was a clear push-off, though. Harden tries another 3. That's off the mark. The crowd reacted like he broke Cade's ankles. He clearly shoved off Cade like it was Jordan's push in the finals right there. That was a ginormous push-off that didn't get called. Isaiah Stewart, hook shot underneath, it falls. Cavs up by 6. Cavaliers 54, Pistons 48. 20 seconds left to play in the first half here. James Harden at the top of the key looking for the final shot of the first half. Javonte Green one-on-one against James Harden at the top of the key. Harden with the basketball. 8 seconds left on the game clock. Harden operating. Finds Merrill. Left wide open, working against Duncan Robinson for 3. In and out, no good. Tobias Harris has it. He puts up a full court shot. It's going to be off the mark. And good defense from the Pistons there. We have a 6-point basketball game as we hit the halftime break. Cavs 54, Pistons 48. Appreciate you guys. I'll stop into the stream, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat, guys. Commercial break up and away here. Where is my halftime break? There it is right there. Good stuff. All right, so a couple stats before we get into some questions, if you have any questions here. Pistons shooting percentage overall right now. It is, where is it? 44%. Overall, between 3s and 2s, you're 44% from the field. Cavs right now, 42%. So both these teams about equally shooting from the field tonight. Pistons shooting way better in the first half from the three-point line compared to what they were in the first half against the Magic. They're 50%, 6 of 12 from 3. The Cavs right now are 28%. Leading scorers right now for the Cavs, you got Tyson with 12 points, Harden with 10, Mobley with 9. You got Bryant and Schroeder with 5 off the bench. Pistons, Holland and Green with 6 off the bench. You got Asar, Cade, Duren, Duncan, all with points as well. Tobias is still scoreless in the first half here. Expecting that to change when we get to the second half here. Pistons have kind of always been a second half team, primarily in the first half of the season so far. I mean, it comes and goes. It depends on who their opponent is because every team has different game plans for whoever comes in based on matchup-wise. But J.B. Bickerstaff usually does a better job adjusting in the second half here, and hopefully he can kind of get the right guys in the right spots with their rotations coming off the bench, who comes in the bench, who the starters are. And he has like 2 or 3 different rotations that he uses with like a bunch of different players, like starters and bench players. So looking forward to seeing what he does in the second half here. Yeah, 1 for 18 was, that was pretty bad in the first half there. Could Giannis go to the Warriors? Maybe. I don't know if that would happen, though. I mean, they'd have to give up a lot. You got to consider, too, like, it's crazy because Luka Doncic, he went for only, what, one first round? Did he not go for 2 first rounders? That's crazy to me. But you got, like, Bane, who went for 4 first rounders. You know, Mikal Bridges went for 5 first rounders. So what is Giannis' asking price going to be worth? You know, it's tough to say. And I'm surprised that the Bucks are playing him right now because you would think that, you know, the last thing you want to do is like jeopardize an injury when you're probably going to release him. Not release him, but like trade him this offseason. So I just hope if he does leave the Bucks, it's off out west somewhere. We don't need him to go to like, the Heat, God forbid, or somebody else in the Eastern Conference that could be a threat again to the Pistons. Right now, you got the Cavs, the Pistons. I think the Celtics are going to be a deep threat in the playoffs once you get Tatum back. And even without Tatum, I still think they're going to be a tough out in the postseason, regardless of whoever comes along their way. And maybe like a couple dark horses with like the Heat and the Magic. So we'll see. And then the Knicks, again, Pistons have had their number all regular season. I think we match up very well against the Knicks, but if it comes to the point where, we don't play them and we have to go through somebody else, so be it. The difference, though, in this game, 1,000% has been second chance opportunities for the Cavaliers. There's been so many missed defensive rebounds that the Pistons could have grabbed, and like not once, twice, three times where the Cavaliers like constantly got the rebounds off missed shots, and that just absolutely destroys your momentum of the team. Celtics coming out of the East. They very well could. It's going to be really interesting to see how Tatum responds and comes back. I mean, coming off a torn Achilles is no joke. So you got to be careful if you're the Celtics, where you don't want to rush him back too fast, but you also don't want to jeopardize basically the risk reward if it's worth it for him to come back or not. So it's tough. Yeah, we play the Spurs on Thursday. It's going to be another good game. That's going to be on the road. So Pistons have a decent schedule ahead of them. They got the Cavs, obviously, right now on the road. And then you got basically, let's see who else we got here. We got the Spurs on Thursday. We got a back-to-back on the weekend. You got the Nets and then the Heat. Then you got the Nets again in Brooklyn, then Philly. And that we might face off against Philly next Thursday. Because we haven't seen the Sixers with an Embiid yet. I think we've played them twice so far this season, so should be interesting. Wizards at the end of, or in a couple weeks from now, is going to be interesting. That's a back-to-back. We play them on Tuesday and Thursday, 17th and 19th. That's with Trae Young, and maybe Anthony Davis might be back, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. What's going on, Jimmy? We look okay. We've been shooting the ball better from the three-point line. We're 50% from the three-point line this first half, which is way better than it was against the Magic. What's killing us, though, right now is basically second chance points that the Cavs are getting. They've been dominating us on the glass, on the offensive rebounding, so it drives you crazy because they've had multiple opportunities where they've made a good stop, and then the Cavs just get another freebie, and they can put it back up and in off of a missed shot there. Chances of the Cavs winning this one, probably 50. I think it's 50-50. This game's going to probably come down to the fourth quarter, and whoever doesn't turn the ball over, I think, is probably going to win this game. Tobias Harris being scoreless in the first half is not ideal for the Pistons. You kind of have to have at least production out of all of your starters. So we'll see. What's going on, J Muck? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, it's going to be a good, close, competitive game through and through. But again, we gotta rebound better in the second half. And I think that's where Jalen Duren Stewart comes into play. Asar Thompson can go up and jump out of the gym for a rebound. What's cool about Cade's game is that he also plays defense. So Cade, randomly, you've seen it multiple times this season where, Cade will, miss a shot, but he'll get back on defense, and he'll, immediately block somebody one-on-one and transition on the fast break the other way. And that's another part of Cade's game that I love, where a lot of other players in the NBA might not make that play. So, again, and I think the defensive intensity is going to kick up again when we get to the playoffs. But it is a little concerning, that we tend to be really wishy-washy from the three-point line, and it all comes down to, can our bench make shots? Because if they can't, it's going to really rely on the starters. And right now you have Duncan, Cade, and Tobias that can knock down threes. So, gotta have to see some more here. What's going on, Dina? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, missing too many shots and definitely need a rebound for sure. Yeah, gotta limit the turnovers. I mean, credit to the Cat. the Cavs are the favorite to come out of the Eastern Conference, according to a lot of sports books right now. So a lot of people are, I guess, kind of sleeping on the Cavaliers. I mean, Vegas doesn't think so, but you got two top 5 3-point shooters in the NBA. Plus, you got Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, and one of the best front courts in basketball with Mobley and Allen. So this is a team that could go far in the East, and the Pistons could potentially run into them in the playoffs this year. So we shall see. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. We're in the halftime break right now, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat here. Again, huge shout out to Legs for the super chat earlier in the stream, and Burnell becoming a member. Thank you so much again, Burnell. Appreciate you, buddy. If you guys are still listening, appreciate you guys, and we'll be all squared away here. 54-48 basketball game. Pistons down by 6 at the halftime break. Still have always wanted to call a buzzer beater game winner. I think it'll happen. The problem is we don't know what game it will happen. What if it's saved until the playoffs? Wouldn't that be electric? That'd be pretty crazy. Yeah, Cade's having an okay game. I mean, 8 points, 6 assists, 3 boards. I think the first stat that people look at is Cade's points in the first half, but then they forget that, again, how he operates in this offense is he always looks at his teammates first. Always. He prides himself a lot on being, I think is second in the NBA in assists right now. He really prides himself on that, and he can definitely take over at any given moment, but he wants to get his teammates involved first before he kind of takes his own shot if he has to. But again, he kind of reads the floor better than I think most point guards in the NBA, where sometimes they play selfish and they always take every shot and they'll put up 20, 30, 40 shots a game, where Cade's the opposite, where I think he'll kind of always look first to see who is open. Yeah, good to go. Okay. Sitting here at halftime break, guys. Cavs 54, Pistons 48. Let me see, where's Cavs, I think, are what? Are they the 4 seed right now? Cavaliers are, let me check the standings. Yeah, they're the 4 seed. So you got Pistons have a 5-game lead on Boston. And there's a month and a half left of the regular season. I'm going to probably put it as a 90% chance the Pistons are going to have the 1 seed, which is insane to think about. Boston, though, is getting Tatum back. So I think they're going to be locked into at least the 2 or the 3 seed. And then right now it's a coin flip for basically who the Pistons could potentially play in the first round. You got the Magic, the Heat, and then the Hornets, who, if they make the play-in game, that's a team that could definitely pull off an upset in the first round. With their young core, with Brandon Miller, Knipple, LaMelo Ball. I think those guys can get hot at the right time. Not saying that they're good enough to win a 7-game series, but if they were to get in, that's a team that I think could potentially be like last year's Pistons, where a lot of people are sleeping on them, and then they take a good team like the Knicks that the Pistons did last year to Game 6, and I think that could be a competitive series for that. So, and then maybe the Bucks. Like, if they want to have one last hurrah, the Bucks could get Giannis back. They go on a tear, and they make the play-in tournament, and they could potentially get the 8 seed. So, we'll see what happens. So, we're chilling here at the halftime break, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the chat, guys. And it's a good game. I think this is going to be an exciting second half. Michael, appreciate the support, dude. Thanks for being here, buddy. Did radio for 30 years. I know a good voice when I hear one. Thanks again, Michael. Appreciate you, dude. It means a lot. Thanks, Michael. That's awesome. Wish we could have gotten MPJ. Yeah, we're going to see what happens with Trajan Langdon does in the offseason. I think a lot of people pressured him to make a ginormous deal at the deadline. Didn't happen. A shocking one, I will say, with Ivy. Wish Ivy nothing but the best in Chicago. We did get Herter, and I think there's a lot of reasons that people are still trying to grasp and figure out why the Pistons did that. But I think, again, getting that pick swap with the Timberwolves is going to be a ginormous deal. And you can't really judge it yet until the Pistons make that first-round pick. Because, again, that was part of the deal. If the Pistons nail that pick in the first round and we get a potential stretch 4 to replace Tobias. Whenever that happens, if he signs another 2-year deal, you plug and play him a couple years down the line. This draft class is pretty loaded with a lot of potential stars in this first round. So moving up 6-7 spots to get where the Timberwolves are at, I think is going to be a big deal. So, yeah, Chaz Lanier is another good guy, a great player who I think could become, a similar path to kind of how Jenkins was, except Jenkins went undrafted and he kind of worked his way up. But Chaz Lanier, I think he's one of the best shooters on the team. He hasn't really played a lot, but you look at his stats in the G League, I know it's a whole different animal, but if he can give you shots off the bench, which the Pistons need at times, Chaz Lanier is one of those guys that can definitely impact this Pistons team moving forward. And that's a second-round pick. So second-rounders don't really hit that often, but when they do, it's awesome. It's crazy how, like, the NBA is probably maybe the NHL. I would say the NBA, though, is the most impactful. Sorry, my computer had a stroke. It's probably the most impactful in terms of elevating your future with your team, or you set your franchise back another year. You got to hit on your first rounders. And if you get on your second rounders, it's even better. But Troy Weaver, as much as he did not do well in free agency, he drafted very well. So he set up this team. Trajan Langdon comes in. He does the free agent part of it. He gets guys like Javonte Green. He goes out and gets Tobias Harris, right? Duncan Robinson, he's been okay. I wouldn't say he's been great, but he's been average for us from the three-point line this year. So it's going to be exciting. Bobby Klintman seeing what he can do as well, for sure. Timberwolves should make the playoffs, yes. They'll be tough to beat in the West with Ant-Man and Gobert over there. Back from halftime, guys. 54-48 basketball game. Cavaliers up by 6. If you guys are new to the stream, guys, like and subscribe. Welcome to the party, folks. Make sure I get these timeouts right. Cavaliers have used 2 timeouts. Pistons have used 2. Okay, good deal. All right, this is going to be a good second half. I can feel it. I got a tingly feeling that tonight could potentially be ball in hand, game's tied, or the Pistons are down 1. They need a shot at the buzzer. I could see it happening tonight. Let's see if it comes true or not. 54-48 basketball game. Pistons down by 6 to start the third quarter. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Like and subscribe. God is great. Looking forward to calling the rest of the season with you guys, and I cannot wait until we hit the postseason. All right, 54-48 basketball game. Jalen Duren working against Jarrett Allen. Finds Cade Cunningham backdoor. Cade gets swiped away by Tyson. It's going to be a foul away from the basketball against Tyson. It's going to be Pistons basketball underneath here. What's going on? Choco, how you doing? What's going on? 11:52 left to play in the third quarter. Cade with the basketball. Finds Duncan Robinson upside to Cade Cunningham against Merrill. Duncan Robinson gets it from Cade. Wide open for 3 from Duncan. He buries it. 54-51 basketball game. So all you got to do is just call Duncan mediocre, and he starts to hit threes. All right. Tyson at the basketball with the basketball. Duncan cuts it back down to 3. It's a big-time shot from Duncan. Again, it could set the tempo of this second half here. James Harden working against Duncan. Inside here, left-handed floater is off the mark. It's his own rebound. Harden, it gets fouled, though. It's a late foul, wow, against the Pistons. And Harden, I believe, is going to go to the free throw line. Duren initially had the board, but that was a really late whistle. Yeah, Harden went up for the rebound, and it looks like Duren got him back on the second attempt, so Harden's going to go to the free throw line. 54-51 basketball game. 11:22 left to play in the third quarter. James Harden at the free throw line. Harden, free throw on the way, is up and in. 55-51. Like and subscribe. If you guys are new to the stream, it's free. It helps me out a ton. Welcome to the party, folks. Pistons down by 4 against the Cavs. Harden has 11 points, 5 boards, 3 assists. Harden knocks down both free throws. 56-51 basketball game. Cade at the top of the key working against Tyson. Duren sets a screen for Cade. Cade rolls off it. Finds Duren underneath. Duren backdoor find to Asar Thompson for the slam. That was a great play from the Pistons right there. Cade set it up, found Duren off the pick and roll, found Asar Thompson backdoor. 11:05 left to play in the third quarter. Tyson cross-court pass to Mobley. Mobley tries a wide-open three. He buries it. 59-53 basketball game. Nice shot from Evan Mobley. You got every starter on the Cavs that can hit three-point shots, basically. Cade Cunningham at the top of the key. Jalen Duren sets the screen. Cade rolls off it, goes to his right. Inside hook shot is off the mark. Mobley grabs the board. James Harden in transition working against Tobias Harris. Finds Tyson. He puts up a three. That is off the mark. Cade grabs the rebound. Cade in transition here against James Harden. Slows it down, looking to set up the offense. Finds Tobias Harris. Inside here, puts up a shot. Count the bucket and the foul for Uncle T, Tobias Harris. That is his first basket of the game. He knocks down the shot, and he's going to the free throw line. Big-time shot from Tobias there. Tobias Harris. There he is. Good stuff, Uncle T. All right, Tobias at the free throw line, looking to knock down the free throw to get it back to a three-point game. Tobias' free throw on the way is up and in. That's a good way to get your first points of the game right there. 59-56 basketball game. James Harden at the top of the key. Offsets to Jarrett Allen. Allen finds Merrill. Merrill drives inside, kicks it across for three for Tyson, and he buries it. This Cavaliers team is deep from the three-point line. They got a ton of guys that can shoot the basketball. Tobias drives baseline inside here and answers for a basket of his own. 62-58 basketball game. 10 minutes left to play in the third quarter. James Harden working against Cade Cunningham. Harden nearly lost it. Gets it back, though. Cade trying to fight him off. Outside here to Tyson. Cross-court pass to Merrill. Upside to Mobley. Mobley gets it back to Harden. Harden drives, kicks it across to Merrill. Merrill puts up a three, and he buries it. Cavaliers are on fire from the three-point line in the second half so far. Cavaliers 65, Pistons 58. Back to a 7-point game. Duren working inside here all the way to the rim. Puts it up and in. James Harden caught that pass at the top of the key, and he took two Cavs defenders all the way to the rim, and he put up a tough floater. Merrill inside here at Jarrett Allen. Allen misses the shot. He gets fouled, though, and Allen's going to go to the free throw line. Seemed like every single time the Pistons go on a little bit of a run, the Cavs have always answered and risen to the occasion. 65-60 basketball game. Cade's basically helping for help defense there from his teammates right there. I don't blame him. He gets called for another foul, so Cade's going to go sit on the sidelines. 65-60. Actually, they're calling a timeout right now. Pistons are in the process of a challenge. So the Cavs up by 5. Basically, Jarrett Allen caught it underneath there. That's tough to argue. Cade's hand was on the back of Jarrett Allen by the time he let go of that shot. I don't know if they're going to win that challenge. We're going to find out, though. Cavaliers 65, Pistons 60. The problem is it seems like every time the Cavs get in the paint, the Pistons have to foul. And if they don't foul, they let them shoot from the wing, and they've been knocking down threes like there's no tomorrow. So it's like, what do you do? Because there's spacing, right? And you let the shooters shoot, they knock down threes, and you have to crash out on the wings, and then that opens up the paint, and they can drive. And then what do you do to stop them? You have to foul them. So it's tough because the Cavs right now are torching the Pistons from basically everywhere on the floor right now, and they don't really have a defensive answer. Until Beef Stew comes in off the bench here, and he gets a shot block the first 5 seconds he steps out on the floor. I'm hoping that's the case. 65-60 basketball game. Cavs 65, Pistons 60. Again, a lot of people like to jump off the ship. There's a reason why. This is a 4-quarter basketball game. There's a lot of time left. Cavs up by 5 in the third quarter here in a commercial break. Pistons are in the process of a challenge. Let's see if the refs give it back to us. There was a very controversial challenge that the Cavs had against the Pistons where Jalen Duren, I thought, got fouled, and then the Cavs challenged it earlier in the first half, and then they reversed the call, and the Cavs got the basketball back. So we're going to see if it comes back to the Pistons side or not. What's going on, Tommy? Appreciate you stopping in. Again, I always support, people from the Pistons side, the Cavs side, whoever we're facing off against. We welcome all viewers into the stream, guys. And again, try to stay positive. Again, friendly trash talk is fine, but once you start cursing and, throwing people under the bus. It makes my job not fun because then I have to start banning people in the chat, and that just isn't fun. So 65-60 basketball game. Pistons down by 5. Paul Reed needs to get more minutes, 100%. It's just so hard to find minutes for Paul Reed because, again, you got Stewart and Duren kind of dominating him, minute-wise. And, again, the only reason why he would come in is if something happened to one of them. But I agree 100%. You got to find a way to slowly get him into the offense here. So, appreciate you stopping in, Brian. Cavs 65, Pistons 60. So it looks like the Pistons are not going to win the challenge. So the Cavs are going to go to the free throw line here. Cade's got three fouls so far. Cavs 65, Pistons 60. 9:15 left to play in the third quarter. Again, appreciate you guys all tuning into the show. Welcome to the party, folks. Allen at the free throw line. Allen misses the free throw. Pistons get it back. 65-60 basketball game here. Tobias working against James Harden at the top of the key here. Duncan asking for it, gets it. Cross court to Cade Cunningham. Cade on the left wing working against Tyson. Cade goes baseline, kicks it back out to Tobias from the corner for 3. Tobias Harris knocks on a huge shot for the Pistons. Tobias gets his first 3 of the game, 65-63. Pistons got it back down to 2. Tyson for a 3 of his own. He is off the mark here. Duren gets the board. Duren with the Pistons down by 2. Finds Cade Cunningham in transition. Cade with the basketball on the left wing here. Cade looking to operate on the post. Cade still trying to back down Tyson. Turnaround shot is off the mark. It's going to be boarded by James Harden. 8:25 left to play in the third quarter here. Harden puts up a 3. It's off the mark. They're going to call basically a foul, though. They're going to get that on the shot attempt on Duncan Robinson or away from it. I think it's going to be on the floor. So 8:22 left to play in the third quarter. Cavs up by 2 with the basketball. Harden finds Merrill on the right wing working against Duncan Robinson. Gets it back from Allen. Merrill has it, creates separation, kicks it across to Evan Mobley. Mobley finds Tyson from the corner for 3. Tyson is off the mark, boarded by Duncan Robinson. Duncan has it in transition here. Finds Cade Cunningham. Cade goes all the way to the rim. Misses the layup. It's going to be Duren with the rebound. Duren has it underneath here. Kicks it back out to Asar. Loses it. Turnover from the Pistons. You had a golden opportunity there to tie the game. Pistons missed the layup. Cavs on the opposite end of the floor here. Merrill gets it working against Cade Cunningham. Merrill has it. Goes to his left. Inside here. Finds Allen underneath for the right wing. Puts it up and in. 67-63 basketball game. Pistons down by 4. Asar Thompson has it. Inside of Tobias Harris. Tobias puts up a shot. Count the bucket and the foul for Tobias Harris underneath. Tobias looks like he's holding his eye on the floor. Hopefully Tobias is all right. 67-65 basketball game. 7:32 left to play in the third quarter. Tobias Harris, count the bucket and the foul. He's going to go to the free throw line. Tobias looked like he got smacked across the face by Merrill. Oh, he got grabbed by the hip of Merrill. They might take a look at this to see if this is a flagrant foul. Tobias went down hard from the foul from Merrill. It looked like he completely wrapped him around his waist. This might be a flagrant foul. 67-65 basketball game. Tobias is 10 points so far. They're not going to review this. Kind of surprised by that. That looked like a hard foul from Merrill. I've seen worse. Or I've seen not as bad as that get challenged for a flagrant. So I'm surprised they're not taking a look at this. Tobias with 10 points, despite being scoreless in the first half. He's had a terrific third quarter so far. Tobias at the free throw line, knocks down the free throw, back to a 1-point game. Cavs 67, Pistons 66. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. Welcome to the party, folks. You're alive. You have a 1 in 400 trillion chance of being alive in this very moment, and you happen to stop across the stream. Appreciate you stopping in, folks. James Harden on the left wing here finds Merrill. Merrill working inside here. Floater in the paint is off the mark. Duren with the rebound. Duren in transition looking to run the floor here. Look at JD go. JD going all the way to the hole. Loses it. He tried to get it backdoor to Tobias Harris, and Tobias can't catch it. It kind of was a bad pass, though, from Jalen Duren. Tobias had to go on the outreach to grab it, so it's going to be a turnover once again from the Pistons. Cavaliers get it. Schroeder with the basketball goes all the way to the rim. It is blocked by Ausar Thompson. He came out of nowhere to swipe that away from Dennis Schroeder. Cade with the basketball. Inside to Tobias Harris. Finds Ausar Thompson working down low. It's going to be poked away, though, once again. Ausar comes up with it. Pinballs around to Duncan Robinson at the top of the key for three. Off the mark. It's boarded by Schroeder. Schroeder gets it back for the Cavs in transition. Going one-on-one to the rim against Duncan Robinson. That one falls. Count the bucket and the foul for Dennis Schroeder. 69-66 basketball game. Every single time the Pistons have tried to get the Cavs number, they have always responded and risen to the occasion at every single chance that they have gotten so far. 69-66. That was a terrific block from Ausar Thompson on the last possession. Pistons can't respond, though, and you get a 9-1 from Schroeder. 69-66 basketball game. Dennis Schroeder at the free throw line. 70-66 knocks down the free throw. Duren offside to Cade Cunningham. Yeah, I gotta admit, the bench has been doing more offensively than the Pistons starters have had, minus Cade Cunningham. Tobias has come along in this third quarter so far, but it's looking to get a better presence all around. Tobias Harris gets it back from Cade Cunningham. Trying to back down the Cavaliers on the right block here. Tobias has it, kicks it across to Cade Cunningham on the right wing. Cade puts up a three to beat the shot clock. It's off the mark, boarded by Jalen Duren. Duren gets it inside here. Spin move goes to the paint. Shot is off the mark. He does get fouled, though, and JD, once again, is going to go to the free throw line. 70-66 basketball game. What's up, MSU? How you doing, buddy? 6:02 left to play in the third quarter. Cavs 70, Pistons 66. JD's at the free throw line. 6:02 left to play in the third quarter. Duren at the free throw line. First free throw on the way for JD. It is up and in. That is Jalen Duren's like 7th attempt at the free throw line, or his 7th trip there. So it's going to be a good one. Duren's got 12 points, 10 boards. JD's having a nice first half so far, or game, I should say. He's got 13 now. Get it back to a 2-point game. This has been a back-and-forth game the entire game so far. 6 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Pistons down by 2. Both teams are in the bonus despite being 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. So a lot of time left in the third quarter still. James Harden with the basketball. Kicks it back out to Porter Jr. for 3. He knocks down the 3. 73-68 basketball game. This Cavs team can shoot the lights out, man. 5:39 left to play in the third quarter. Cavaliers up by 5 against the Pistons. Pistons looking to respond here. Cade with the basketball on the left wing here. Tries to get it to Ausar Thompson. Bad pass, turnover from the Pistons. Cade looked like he was trying to find an alley-oop from Ausar driving baseline, and it was a bad pass from Cade. It's another turnover. 73-68. 5:27 left to play in the third quarter. Yeah, it's tough to say if Ausar didn't catch the pass. I mean, it was kind of out of Asar's way, but it looked like Ausar could have caught that. Porter Jr. has it on the right wing here. Back out to James Harden. Harden with the basketball working against JD. Puts up a 3 on the right wing. It is in and out, no good. Boarded by Ron Holland. Pistons have 9 turnovers. Stewart gets it back here from the right wing against Schroeder. Beef stew. Had it. Lost it. Tried to get it back. Finds Jalen Duren underneath, and JD gets fouled. And JD, once again, is going to go to the free throw line. Holy mackerel. JD, I think, has over half his points have come from the free throw line so far. That was weird. Like, Stewart lost it. It got pinballed around. He had to dive for it. He found Duren in the paint, and Duren gets fouled. He's going to the free throw line. What's up, Super Morty, man? What's up, Melissa? Yeah, Schroeder was a good player for the Pistons. I like Schroeder a lot. 73-69 basketball game. He just gets traded like every year, I feel like. 4:55 left to play in the third quarter. Both teams, again, in the bonus. Pistons looking to get it back down to 3 here. JD at the free throw line. Duren going for his 10th free throw attempt. He knocks it down. Duren 7 of 10 from the free throw line in this game. 3-point basketball game. It's been back and forth this entire way so far. Schroeder with the basketball working against Ron Holland on the left wing here. Schroeder has it, finds Evan Mobley. Mobley working against JD. Karis LeVert looking to check in off the bench. Finds Ellis, gets it back to Mobley. Big mismatch down below against Cade. Stewart looks to help out Mobley. There's a foul called underneath. They're going to get Cade or Stu on that. They're going to get Isaiah Stewart with the foul for that. All right. I'd rather it be on Stewart than Cade. That could have been either way. So Stewart gets credited for the foul. That would have been Cade's 4th foul. So it goes to Stewart. Mobley's got 12 points, 4 assists, 3 boards. 4:35 left to play in the third quarter. Cavaliers up by 3 over the Pistons. Free throw on the way for Mobley is up and in. 74-70 basketball game. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Welcome to the show, folks. Mobley at the free throw line. Free throw on the way. It is up and in. 5-point game again. Karis LeVert checks in for the Pistons. Stewart helps him out. Schroeder bothering LeVert. LeVert crosses half court. LeVert has it. Finds Cade Cunningham. Stewart sets a screen for Cade. He rolls off it. From the 3-point line is off the mark. Stewart grabs it, fights for the rebound. Ron Holland comes up with it and puts it back up and in. Stewart basically had to box out Mobley from that rebound, and Holland came up with it and puts it back up and in. Good teamwork from Stewart and Holland there. James Harden kicks it back off to Porter Jr. on the right wing for 3. It's off the mark, boarded by Duncan Robinson. 4 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Both teams are in the bonus. Duncan thought about a 3, kicks it back out to Cade. Inside to Beef Stew underneath against James Harden. Stewart with the basketball poked away from Stewart, and James Harden swipes it away. 75-72 basketball game. It's just constant turnovers in the second half where it's like we have it and then we just either can't catch the ball or it just bounces off our knee. We can't seem to hold on to the ball in the third quarter here. Mitchell has it working against, Bryant. Bryant has it working against Stewart. Harden against Duncan Robinson. Cross-court pass here to Schroeder. Schroeder drives baseline against Holland. Bryant has to put up a contested 3. It falls, and there's a foul on Karis LeVert. Count the bucket and the foul for Thomas Bryant. Ginormous shot for the Cavaliers right there. LeVert fouled Bryant on the 3-point attempt. It falls. I'm not even kidding. I think every single player that has checked in for the Cavaliers tonight can shoot the 3. That's crazy. 78-72 basketball game. I don't even know how LeVert got him in the air like that. It seemed like a clean contest right there. So Bryant's going to go to the free throw line to put the Cavs up by 7. Cavaliers were 1 for 10 in the first quarter from 3. Now they're shooting almost 50% from the 3-point line ever since that moment. 79-72 basketball game. Cavs up by 7. 3:24 left to play in the third quarter. Pistons need a basket here. Karis LeVert working against Ellis on the right wing here. Trying to get it to Cade down low. Kicks it across to Holland. Finds Tobias Harris working against Dennis Schroeder. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Tobias drives baseline. Puts up a shot. They're going to call a foul on Schroeder. So it's going to be free throws here for Tobias. I think. Yeah, 3:08 left to play in the third quarter. Cavs 79, Pistons 74. Cavs fans aren't too happy about that call there. Tobias, good use of the shot clock there. He draws the foul. He's going to the free throw line. Tobias looking to get a huge couple free throws here for the Pistons. Tobias knocks down the first free throw. 79-73 basketball game. 3:08 left to play in the third quarter. Dennis Jenkins checks into the game here for the third quarter. Cade Cunningham steps out here. Let's see how the Pistons bench can respond. Tobias at the free throw line. He's got 12 points so far. He's been perfect basically in the second half so far. As soon as I say that, he misses the free throw. Stewart comes up with the rebound, though. Kicks it back out to Ron Holland. Finds Tobias Harris. Finds Karis LeVert. LeVert misses the shot. Upside to Ron Holland for the rebound for the slam. to LeVert. So Tobias misses the free throw. The Pistons get the rebound, and it finds Caris LeVert for a dunk. So that was a good possession right there for the Pistons. 79-75 basketball game. 2:45 left to play in the third quarter. Harden, cross-court pass to Ellis, thought about a three, working against LeVert. Ellis finds Porter Jr. Porter Jr. drives baseline. Stewart tried to contest it. He slams it over Stewart. 81-75. Cavs go up by 6. They have had every response the Cavs have made every single bucket as soon as the Pistons start to come back. LeVert on the right wing here working against Porter Jr. Finds Tobias Harris working against Ellis on the left block. Tobias Harris has it. It's going to be a foul called against Ellis, and Tobias is going to go to the free throw line. Tobias has done a great job of recognizing the shot clock and basically drawing fouls to get back to the free throw line any way he can here. Yeah, that was an interesting possession. Basically, Tobias missed the free throw. Stewart came up with the rebound. LeVert missed the shot. Nobody boxed out LeVert. LeVert grabbed the board and slammed it home. 81-75 basketball game. Going to a commercial break. Cavs have a timeout, or they call a timeout. And we're going to see if the Pistons can make a stop. It seems like every single time, like I said, the Pistons have started to slowly get back into it. You had Duncan Robinson that set the tone for the Pistons, knocks down a three right out the get-go off the half. Tobias comes back into his rhythm. He went scoreless in the first half. He gets on a rhythm again, makes some big-time shots for the Pistons, but it seems like every single time there's a bucket for the Pistons, the Cavs have always responded. Like to give Herter a few minutes, see what he can do. And that's just it. It's like, I think LeVert and Herter basically play the same role, so you could go with, Herter, maybe give him a chance, see what he can do. Even like Chaz Lanier or Sasser, like any four of those guys, just throw them out there and just see if they can just give you any kind of offense from the three-point line. Yeah, Cavs are good. Again, the Cavaliers, they're the favorite right now to win the East. As of right now, if you want to check sports books, they're the favorite. So, again, the second they made that move for James Harden, they're going all in. And I was talking to my friends on the side, and I said, do you think the Cavs can win the title this year? And they could definitely make it out of the East. They have three-point shooters everywhere all over their team. They've got one of the best front courts in basketball. They've got a future Hall of Famer in James Harden. And you've got two of the top 5 three-point shooters in the NBA with Tyson and Merrill on your team. With a solid bench. So, yeah, Cavaliers are a very, very deep team. They kind of remind me of the Thunder in a way where you have a solid core with a superstar with, I don't know, would you consider James Harden or Mitchell your best player now? It's tough to say, but, Cavs Thunder, that's a possibility in the finals this year. Obviously hope it's the Pistons, but we'll see. 81-75 basketball game. I try to give my respect where it's due. I'm not just a typical, biased Pistons fan. I try to analyze the other team as best as I can. Obviously, I hope we win every time, but I try to be, somewhat of a good commentator and try to give props where it's due because the Cavs are a very good basketball team. 81-75 basketball game, Cavs up by 6. I think it was a 50-50 split, basically, in this game, so it was kind of a pick-em. All right, so Tobias is at the free throw line. He knocks down the first free throw. 81-76. Yeah, this is without Donovan Mitchell, too. And that can be a good or a bad thing, right? Obviously, it helps their team if they have Donovan Mitchell. But at the same time, all those shots he would have took, somebody else could have taken as well in the game. It's you kind of play if he's healthy, they would have won game, but you can't necessarily say that because he didn't play. I mean, again, with any team in the NBA, we would have won if we had so-and-so play. Well, it's yeah, but you don't know that either for sure. 81-77 basketball game, Cavaliers 81, Pistons 77. Schroeder Backs it out to Ellis, driving against Karis LeVert. Puts up a shot, draws the foul, count the bucket, and the foul for Ellis. I'm telling you, every single time the Pistons have tried to come back in this game, the Cavs have always responded in some way, shape, or form. 83-77 basketball game. Cavaliers up by 6. Ellis looking to put the Cavs up by 7 here. Playing without Cade right now on the floor. Ellis knocks down the free throw, 7-point basketball game. 1:58 left to play in the third quarter. Both teams are still in the bonus. You got Jenkins, Holland, Tobias, Beef Stew, and Karis LeVert on the floor for the Pistons right now. Jenkins has it. Tobias sets the screen, rolls off. It goes to his left inside here. Tough shot contested is off the mark here. It's blocked by Bryant. Cavs come up with it here. Schroeder working against Tobias Harris. Schroeder has it at the top of the key here. Thought about a 3. Finds Tyson. Tyson working against Jenkins. Off to Schroeder again against Stewart. Schroeder has it. Tobias comes to help. Cavs try a 3. Off the mark. It's boarded by LeVert. LeVert in transition here, looking to add some more for the Pistons. LeVert working against Ellis, finds Ron Holland at the top of the key. Tobias asking for it. He's going to get it to Jenkins, though, first. Now he finds Tobias on the right block. Tobias Harris working against Schroeder. Goes to his left, spin moves. Tough shot. Count the bucket and the foul for Tobias Harris. Tobias has been on fire this third quarter. He had 0 points in the first half, and he has played excellent in the third quarter here. Tobias Harris, you're going to pay him this offseason, and you're going to like it. Who else on the as a stretch 4 that's available without giving up crazy draft capital can you get right now in the NBA? You're going to pay Tobias Harris another 2-year, $40 million deal probably next year. Tobias Harris knocks down both free throws. The second free throw to get the 3-point play. 84-80 basketball game. Let's see if the Cavs can respond once again here. Can the Pistons get a stop? Porter Jr. has it. Kicks it across to Tyson against Tobias Harris. Tyson finds Schroeder. He puts up a 3 over Holland. He buries it. Cavaliers have responded to every single situation in this game so far. 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Jenkins has it. Goes to his right. Working against Bryant. Jenkins finds Tobias Harris off to Ron Holland. Thought about a 3. Kicks it back off to Tobias. Tobias for 3. It's off the mark. Boarded by the Cavs. 29 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Ellis has it. Drives to his left. Inside to Bryant. Porter Jr. looking to hold it. Finds Schroeder. About 5-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Cavs are 50% from the 3-point line in the third quarter so far. Schroeder has it working against Jenkins. Goes to his right, finds Bryant underneath here. Bryant blocked by Beef Stew underneath here. They get the rebound, though, and they put it back up and in. Another offensive rebound that the Pistons give up. 5 seconds left to play. LeVert puts it up for 3 at the buzzer. It's off the mark, and the Cavs go up by 9 going to the fourth quarter. Every single possession that the Pistons have had, the Cavaliers just shot after shot after shot after shot have responded. The Pistons cannot come within striking distance because they either keep making threes, the Pistons keep fouling them, and they keep making shot after shot after shot. Unbelievable. That's crazy. 89-80 basketball game. Cavs up by 9. It's funny, Kevin, because who's watching the stream right now? You are, pal. 89-80 basketball game. Cavs up by 9. Going to the fourth quarter here. Tyson has 15 points. Schroeder has 11. Porter and Ellis both have 7. Bryant's got 9. Every single Cav that has stepped onto the floor tonight, I'm pretty sure has made a 3. Almost everyone, minus Ellis and Allen, has made a 3 for the Cavs tonight. Unbelievable. We're going to the fourth here. Pistons need to stop. It doesn't matter what they do, though, because it seems like every time the Pistons score, the Cavs always find an answer. Going to the fourth quarter here. Cavs up by 9. Going to a commercial break. Shout out again to Legs and Burnell, the Super Chat and member. You guys are fantastic. So, Kay's going to check in soon, I would imagine. You're going to get Duran back, and it's a matter of Can the Pistons get defense in this game here? Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Like and subscribe if you guys are new. Yeah, Cavs don't have some of their best players either. I mean, Mitchell's out. Mitchell and Strus are two guys that would give you a lot of minutes for the Cavs. It's not, I don't think it's like the Pistons are not playing bad. I think it's more so like the Cavaliers' offense has just risen to the occasion. And every single time the Pistons try and go on a run, they cannot seem to find their rhythm in the third quarter. Cavs 89, Pistons 80. Win is a win, Marvin. A lot of time left. Mobley, 14 points. Duran's got 15 points, 10 boards. A lot of people jumping off the ship. Love to see it. Got the box score. Bobby's in the chat. People forget it's a fourth quarter basketball game. And it's shameless, in my opinion. It is shameless. Cavaliers up 9 here against the Pistons. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. Welcome to the show, folks. Cavaliers looking to add more here. Right now on the floor for the Cavs, you got Schroeder, Tyson, Bryant, Porter, Ellis. Pistons have LeVert, Green, Holland, Stewart, Cade. Cavaliers have it. Top of the key here. Goes to his left. Kicks it back out to Ellis. Ellis finds Bryant. Bryant off to Tyson working against Javonte Green. Tyson puts up a 3 against Javonte Green off the mark. It is boarded by the Cavs. Another offensive rebound from Cleveland tonight. Schroeder gets it back, working against Stewart. Schroeder puts up a 3. That's off the mark. K gets the rebound. How many times have the Cavaliers gotten second chance points in this game? Holland with the basketball on the right wing here, working against Dennis Schroeder. Cade with the basketball against Ellis. Cade has it, finds Javonte Green. He puts up a 3. He buries it. A much-needed 3 right there from Javonte Green. 89-83 basketball game. 11 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Cavs kick it back out to Tyson. Tyson puts up a 3. 10:50 left to play in the fourth quarter here. 92-83. It's like Javonte Green hits a 3. What does Tyson do? He knocks down a 3. Karis LeVert has it, working against Schroeder. Beefs dude sets the screen, kicks it back out to Holland. Holland drives baseline. Inside here, cross-court pass to Javonte Green. He puts up a 3. It's off the mark. It's like you have to go shot for shot with the Pistons in this game, or else the Cavs are just going to destroy you every other way. Schroeder goes to the right, working against Stewart. Schroeder on the right wing here, fighting off against Stewart. Goes to his right over Stewart. Count the bucket for Schroeder. Cavs go up by 11. I think this is our largest lead of the night so far. Cade has it, working against Tyson. Looking to set up the offense here. Cade with the basketball, looking for some help here. Javonte Green gets it, finds Cade. Cade goes to his left. Floater for Cade is off the mark. Stewart nearly grabbed the rebound. It's off the mark. Cavs taking over in this fourth quarter. Porter Jr. has it, working against the Pistons. Finds Tyson, thought about a 3, kicks it off to Schroeder. He finds Ellis for 3. It's in and out, no good. Stewart tries to save it. LeVert throws it out of bounds. Cavs basketball once again. How many times are the Cavaliers going to get second chance points in this game? How many times? It seems like, and the most frustrating thing is like the Pistons respond and the Cavaliers, they either make the shot, or if they don't make the first shot, the Pistons can't get the defensive rebound. That's what's the frustrating part about this. Schroeder has it, puts up a mid-range jump shot. It's in and out, no good. Boarded by Stewart. It's a big possession right here for the Pistons. It's 9 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons are down 11. Asar Thompson on the right wing against Ellis. Asar has it. Finds Cade Cunningham. Cade at the top of the key here. Cade with the basketball working against Schroeder. Finds Asar Thompson. He drives inside here. Floater for Asar. It falls. Big shot for Asar right there. 94-85 basketball game. Cavaliers take a timeout. Pistons down by 9. Trying to slow back into this game. Slowly creep back into this game if we can. Paul Reed could have really helped us. And it's tough because, like, Paul Reed I love. And it's like, how do you find minutes for Paul Reed? I mean, do you, like, split it with Beef Stew? Like, do you sometimes play Stewart and then Paul Reed? It's just tough. But, yeah, I agree. He could definitely, I think, help us out. So, Cavs are in a timeout right now. Cavaliers are up 94-85. A lot of time left. The problem, though, is if they keep matching every shot with the Pistons, it's going to be hard to come back and win this game. But yeah, Paul Reed could definitely get subbed in here. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic night. Cavaliers 94, Pistons 85. Pistons down by 9. Cavaliers are a great basketball team. This is a team that could definitely make the Eastern Conference Finals this year. They have three-point shooting all over the floor. You got one of the best front courts, and you got Mitchell and Harden running the show. That's tough to beat in the East. Now, granted, like I said, the Pistons have beat the Cavaliers twice this season. The first time they had it, Cavaliers won. Pistons responded in January. We got them a couple days ago in overtime. Cavaliers could definitely tie it up 2-2 for the even series for the regular season. So, it's tough to say. In a commercial break, guys, Cavaliers 94, Pistons 85. See if the Pistons can respond here. Yeah, that was a funny comment that J.B. Bickerstaff made. He's like, how do you win a basketball game when you shoot 1 of 18 from the three-point line in the first half? And he goes, well, we found a way to win the game. All right, 94-85, back from commercial break. Pistons looking to stop the run from the Cavs here. Pistons need to go on a run, and not only do they need to go on a run, they need to make a couple defensive stops in a row. So right now on the floor, you got Duncan, Cade, Asar, Stewart, Green. Cavs have Harden, Tyson, Bryant, Schroeder, Ellis. Getting back from commercial break. 9:13 left to play in the fourth quarter, excuse me. Cavs have it, top of the key here. Schroeder working against Javonte Green. Goes to his right against Duncan Robinson. Offside to Thomas Bryant. Bryant has it. Kicks it back out to James Harden. Harden has it working against Stewart. Harden with the basketball. Drives to his left. Poked away by Isaiah Stewart. Stewart with the steal here. Cade in transition up to Asar Thompson. Puts up the shot. He doesn't get it to go, but he gets fouled. So Asar Thompson's going to go to the free throw line. Great play from Stewart to set up the foul for Asar. They're going to call it on Ellis. There's 8:50 left to play in the fourth quarter here. Pistons looking to cut it back down to 7, hopefully, with these free throws. Asar Thompson at the free throw line. First one up is good. Asar's come a long way with his jump shot. His free throw stroke, his shooting stroke. He just has to be consistent with that. And again, his defense is his specialty. And if he can add a little flavor in his game with his offense, that's even better. 94-86 basketball game. Asar Thompson, first free throw on the way is good. Second free throw is up and off the mark. Boarded by Thomas Bryant. Tobias looking on from the sidelines right now. Cavs are outscoring the Pistons bench by 10 points here. James Harden has it working against Asar Thompson. Harden with the basketball on the left wing here. Harden has it, gives it off to Bryant. Harden gets it back, working against Stewart, trying to work off the pick and roll here. Finds Tyson for 3, buries it. Every single shot the Cavs are making tonight in the second half. 8:20 left to play in the fourth quarter. Asar mid-range jump shot is off the mark. Cavs get the board. Cavs up by 11. James Harden on the right wing here against Duncan Robinson. Harden has it, goes to his right, drives baseline, kicks it off here, intercepted by Asar Thompson. Asar on the fast break here. It's a 2-on-1. Javonte Green goes all the way to the rim, puts it up and in. Back to a 9-point game. Can the Pistons get a stop? That's the question. What's up, Frank? 7:54 left to play in the fourth quarter. Tyson has it, goes to his left, poked away again by Asar Thompson. Back-to-back steals from Asar. Finds Beef Stew underneath here. Beef Stew loses it. Cavs get it back here to Schroeder. It could have been such a big possession. Asar with an unbelievable defensive play, and Stewart just lost the ball. Harden working against Duncan Robinson. Harden works inside of the paint, puts up a left-handed floater off the mark, but he's going to the free throw line. Asar Thompson made an unbelievable defensive play there. It would have been back-to-back steals. You were running in transition. It was a 3-on-2, and you found Beef Stew, and he dropped the ball. Frustrating. Harden, 12 points, 6 boards, 6 assists. Harden knocks down the first free throw. Back to a 10-point game. Time is running out. Couple sloppy plays, couple sloppy turnovers. And again, it's like we're shooting the ball well from the three-point line. You know, it's just the Cavs have just matched every single possession that the Pistons have had in this game. And a lot of that has come from second chance points from missed defensive rebounds. Yeah, it could. I mean, you think it could be, you know, the yips? I mean, missing a month of basketball might have an impact. Harden makes the free throw. It's back to an 11-point game. Pistons have to take over somehow. Cade is on the sidelines right now. Duren checks back into the game here. Jenkins finds Duren on the right wing here. Off to Jenkins. Jenkins with the basketball. Backdoor find to Asar Thompson. Great find from Jenkins there. 9-point game, 7 minutes left. Pistons have to find a stop. Asar Thompson pokes it away from James Harden. Asar lobs it up to Javonte Green for the slam. That is 3 steals from Asar Thompson in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Can you add to this now? Cavaliers up by 7 with 6:55 left to play in the fourth quarter. James Harden has it working against Asar Thompson. Harden goes to the rim, followed by Asar. Great play from Asar. Cuts it back down to 7. What do the Cavaliers do? They respond once again. 99-92 basketball game. James Harden's going to go to the free throw line. He's going to probably put the Cavs up by 9 again. Knocks down the first free throw. It's like there's been so many great opportunities that the Pistons have made in this game. But once again, credit to Cleveland because they have consistently ran with the Pistons every single step of the way here. Asar Thompson's having a fantastic game. 14 points, 6 boards, 4 assists, 3 steals. Harden knocks down both free throws. Jenkins has it for the Pistons. Pistons have to go toe for toe for the Cavs the last 6 minutes here if they want a chance to win this game. Duren gets it back from Jenkins. Inside here, goes all the way to the rim, gets fouled by Mobley. Duren's going to go to the free throw line. It's just frustrating because it's like, I don't think we're playing that bad of a game either. We're just getting, like, every 3-point shot seems to be falling from Cleveland. And we just can't really find that path to cut it down to, like, 3 or 2 points. Jalen Duren at the free throw line. Duren knocks down the free throw. He's got 16 points, having a solid game. Cade watching from the sidelines here. 101-93. If Duren knocks us down, it's a 7-point game with 6 minutes left. There's a lot of time left, but the Pistons need to make some stops. Right, we got to get a few stops together. And Tyson is just destroying us from the 3-point line. It's like, and that's the crazy thing, because like when you have 2 top 5 shooters in the NBA, if both of them hit, it's impossible to fight off against. But if one of them struggles, the other one could catch them, you know, and pick them back up. Sorry, other way around. 101-94. Pistons need to stop here. 6:29 left to play in the fourth quarter. James Harden working against Asar Thompson. James Harden goes to his right. Outside to Mobley. Mobley thought about a three, goes to his left against Jalen Duren. Mobley has it inside the paint here. Kicks it back out now to Porter Jr. working against Duren. Inside here, it's going to be poked away by Duncan Robinson. Duncan has it in transition here. Duncan off of Jenkins. Jenkins on the right wing here. Goes to his right, drives baseline. Layup is good. It's a big-time shot from Dennis Jenkins. Great defensive play from Duncan Robinson. Sets up Jenkins in transition. It's a 5-point game. There is a ton of time left and you're down 5. It's like, I don't think the Pistons are playing a bad game. I'm not, like, the Cavaliers have just shot the lights out in the second half. And we can't buy a defensive rebound to save our lives. It's like we grab like 3 or 4 of those defensive rebounds. This could be a tie game right now. Credit to the Cavs, though. So we're in a timeout here. Cleveland takes a timeout. They got 2 timeouts left. Pistons still have 4. Cavaliers 101, Pistons 96. Again, this was without Cade on the floor. You had huge big-time defensive plays from Asar Thompson. Duren making some big free throws. Jenkins only has 5 points, but you know what? The little minutes he's had, he's been somewhat useful of it. Cade right now, he's 4 of 16 from the floor. The Cavaliers have done a terrific job locking him down. He does have 12 assists, though. He's got 3 fouls. So, if you're JB Bickerstaff, 6 minutes left, you're probably putting Cade back out there, right? I would imagine so off his commercial break. Thanks, Al. Yeah, step up time for sure. Cavaliers 101, Pistons 96. There's 6 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. A lot of time left. But again, it's like Pistons go on a run, the Cavaliers match them. Like every step of the way in the second half. It seems like the Cavs have always had an answer. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream, guys. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the shows. And like I said, it's going to be an exciting postseason. Hopefully the Pistons can stay healthy. Sky's the limit with this team. Again, the Cavaliers, though, really good basketball team. Celtics could be a very tough out when Tatum gets back. Best of 7 situations, though. Teams adjust and adapt, and you got to win 4 games on a best of 7 to advance. So we'll see. Pistons need some stops here. 101-96 basketball game. You're coming back from a commercial break. Right now on the floor, you got Tobias, Duncan, Duren, Cade, and Jenkins. Interesting lineup here from JB Bickerstaff. We're going to see who can rise to the occasion here, who can get some stops. 101-96. Asar Thompson's on the bench. I don't know why that. Why are you taking out Asar Thompson? Sammy with the $5 super chat. Sammy, thank you so much for the super chat, Sammy. You're a legend. Thank you so much, Sammy. I'll put your name up on the screen here in just a second. Welcome, 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 Sammy. Thank you so much. Merrill has it for the Cavaliers at the top of the key here. Off to Porter Jr. Finds Mobley inside. It's poked away by Tobias. It's going to be off of Tobias Harris. There's 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Thank you so much, Sammy, for the super chat. Hype in the chat for Sammy. Thank you so much, Sammy. Appreciate you. I'll put you up on the screen here in just a second, Sammy. Thank you so much, Sammy. Welcome, welcome. 101-96 basketball game here. James Harden looking inbound here at Jenkins. Finds Merrill underneath. Blocked by Duncan Robinson. Cade in transition here. Going back the other way. Finds Duren underneath here. Duren puts up a shot. It doesn't foul. Duren's upset because he could have gotten an and one. That's fine there. Cade to Duren. Duren's going to the free throw line. Pistons on an 8-2 run here. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good game. Man, that could have been crazy if you got an and one. It's all right. See if Duren can knock down these free throws. Thank you so much, Sammy. What's going on, Charlie? There is 5:33 left to play in regulation. Duren misses the first free throw. All right. Thank you so much, Sammy. Sammy, Legs, and Burnell, thank you guys so much. Duran knocks down the second free throw. It's a 4-point game. Now, can the Pistons make a stop? Can they do it? 5:30 left to play in regulation here. Mobley at the top of the key working against Jalen Duran one-on-one. Mobley has it. Duncan comes, helps him out. Mobley off to Ellis. Finds Porter Jr. Finds James Harden one-on-one against Cade Cunningham on the right wing here. Harden looking to dance on Cade. Cade blocks it from James Harden. Detroit Pistons basketball back the other way here. Great defensive play from Cade. Jenkins finds Tobias Harris at the top of the key. Jenkins gets it back, looking to get it down low to Tobias Harris. Tobias gets it, puts up a shot. He puts it in. They're going to call a foul, though, before the basket. They're going to get it on Ellis. It's going to be Pistons basketball. Harden got by Cade Cunningham, and Cade swatted it from Harden. Great defensive play from Cade. So it's going to be a foul on the Cavs. Pistons basketball. Pistons are down 4. Keon Ellis is fouled out of this game. 5 minutes left to play in regulation. Cavs 101, Pistons 97. Pistons are looking for their 7th consecutive road win this season. Cade looking to inbound here at Tobias Harris. Tobias working against Merrill on the left block here. Tobias Harris puts up a mid-range jump shot, puts it in. Tough shot from Uncle T. Huge shot down the stretch. Pistons on 11-2 run here. It's a 2-point basketball game. Mobley with the basketball. Finds Tyson on the right wing here. One-on-one against Cade Cunningham. Drives to the paint. Finds Merrill working against Duncan Robinson. Merrill off to James Harden. Harden has it working against Duncan Robinson. Mobley gets it back. Puts up a 3 on the left wing. Buries it. 104-99 basketball game. Huge shot from Evan Mobley. Pistons have got to respond here. 4:30 left to play in the fourth quarter. Tobias Harris looks like he got... there's a timeout called. That's a ginormous shot from Evan Mobley. The Pistons were crawling back on the Cavs' heels right there, and Mobley knocks down a 3 to get it back to 5. 104-99 basketball game. Pistons are in a timeout here. 4:23 left to play in the fourth quarter. Tobias Harris knocking down big-time shots. Had a slow first half. Great second half. Asar Thompson making great defensive plays. Cade comes up with the block. But again, when the Cavs need a shot, when they need it most to stop the run, they've executed every single stretch of the way here. 104-99 basketball game. Cavs up by 5. We're in a commercial break. Pistons take a timeout. Hey, what's up, Christian? Got a good game, man. Again, there's been multiple opportunities where it's Pistons crawl back up, Cavs knock down threes. And that's a huge advantage in the playoffs. When you can have, like, Mobley in your front court that can shoot anywhere, along with Harden and Mitchell when he's healthy, with Tyson and Merrill, Cavs are legit. Cavs are a legit team. You're the man, Hal. Again, why are you taking Asar Thompson out with like 6 minutes left? What? JB Bickerstaff's an excellent coach, but sometimes I don't know why he takes him out in critical situations. He's back now on the floor for Asar Thompson. Pistons get it back here. Cade with the basketball on the right wing here. Cade finds Tobias Harris. Tobias puts up a 3. They're going to call a foul away from the basketball against the Pistons. Duncan gets called for a foul away from the basketball. 104-99. Duncan looked like he was fighting through a screen from Merrill, and can't have that. Pistons need to stop here. They're in the bonus. James Harden drives to the paint, kicks it back out here for Tyson. Tyson on the left wing for 3. In and out, boarded by Tobias. 4 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Tobias Harris with the basketball. Trying to get it to Cade Cunningham. Fouled by Tyson. Cade's going to go to the free throw line. Thanks, Sammy. Thanks, Hal. Thanks again, Sammy, for the super chat. 3:55 left to play in the fourth quarter. So Cade has an opportunity to cut down this deficit to 2. Excuse me, 3. Tyson has 5 fouls. Cade is at the free throw line. He gets the first free throw. These are some big-time free throws from Cade here. If he can knock both these down to cut it down to a one-possession game. $104-100. Pistons are in the bonus. 3:50 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cade knocks down both free throws. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. Cavs 104, Pistons 101. 3:55 left to play in regulation. Dennis Schroeder with the basketball working against Asar Thompson. Upside to James Harden, one-on-one against Cade Cunningham. James Harden calling for a screen from Merrill. He's going to go to it, go to his right. Harden with the basketball against Cade Cunningham, switches back off to Duncan Robinson. Harden with the basketball, step back three for James Harden. Is off the mark. It's boarded by Jalen Duren. Here come the Pistons down 3. 3:32 left to play in regulation. Cade with the basketball here on the right wing here, looking to set up the offense. Cade, bad pass. Cade tried to get it down below here. I think it was deflected before it was tipped away from him. It's Cavs basketball again. Schroeder working against Asar Thompson here. Offs to Merrill. Inside to Mobley against Jalen Duren. Mobley hook shot in the paint is off the mark. Duren with the rebound. 3:08 left to play in regulation. Cade with the basketball back the other way against James Harden. Duren sets the screen. Cade rolls off. It goes to his right, working inside here. Finds JD backdoor. JD slams it home. It's a 1-point basketball game. 2:55 left to play in regulation. Cavs 104, Pistons 103. Don't go anywhere, folks. What do they say? Don't change the channel. Find your TV remote. We got a good one. Harden working against Duncan. Puts up a shot from Merrill. Merrill buries a huge time 3. 107-103. It's a ginormous shot from Merrill. Credit to the Cavs. They've responded every single possession here. Cade with the basketball working against Schroeder. Asar sets the screen, rolls off it. Asar with the basketball driving inside here. Asar looking for somebody to help him out here. Finds Duncan working against Merrill on the right wing. Duncan has it, goes to his right, finds Asar Thompson. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Asar Thompson working inside here, try to lob it up to Duren. Puts it back up and in. What a pass from Asar Thompson to find Jalen Duren, backdoor underneath. It's a 2-point basketball game with 2 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Cavs 107, Pistons 105. Pistons are in the bonus here. This is a big-time possession from Cleveland here. Cade just got called for a foul against Schroeder, trying to defend him on the baseline, crossing half court. So that's Cade's 4th foul now, I believe. Cavs 107, Pistons 105. Like and subscribe if you guys are new to the stream. It's free. It helps me out. Thanks again to Sammy, Legs, and Burnell for the support tonight. You guys are awesome. Everybody watching as well. You guys are fantastic. Harden working inside to Mobley. Mobley drives to the paint. Cade grabs the foul, and Cade's got his 5th personal foul now. Cade had no other choice. Cavs are now in the bonus. Cade tried to deflect and block Mobley there. Cade picks up his 5th personal foul. Cade's got 10 points. I think he's got like 13 assists, though. I mean, you either let Mobley score that or Cade had to foul him. You really didn't have a choice there. Cavs 107, Pistons 105. These are some huge free throws from Mobley. Pistons do have both teams have 2 timeouts left. Mobley, free throw on the way. It is off the mark. He misses the first free throw. Cavs up by 2 over the Pistons. 1:46 left to play. Mobley at the free throw line. Cade Cunningham is playing with 5 fouls. Mobley, free throw line. 2nd free throw on the way is up and in. 108-105 basketball game. Cade has it on the right wing, working against Merrill. Cade finds Duncan Robinson, thought about a 3. Goes to his left against Mobley. Duncan Robinson working inside, outside to Asar Thompson from the corner for 3. Is off the mark. It's boarded by Mobley. I would have gone ballistic if he would have made that shot. Schroeder on the right wing working against Tobias Harris. Drives baseline, puts it up and in. Elite presence and from Dennis Schroeder right there. 1:22 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pistons take a timeout. Asar Thompson had an opportunity to tie the game right there. I don't blame the shot. He was left wide open. Nobody usually challenges him on those shots, and he could have tied the game. It was a good shot. It just fell off the rim, though. 110-105, 122. This is a must-score possession for the Pistons off the commercial break here. I don't blame the shot. I honestly don't blame the shot. Asar Thompson was having a great second half right there. He was left wide open. You're down 3. Mobley is crashing the paint. Duncan found him, and he took the shot. I don't blame the shot at all right there. Sammy coming in with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Sammy. Appreciate you again, Sammy. Welcome to the show. Glad you found my streams. Thank you so much, Sammy. Put you up on the screen again. Thank you so much, Sammy. I mean, obviously, yeah, you want like Duncan or Tobias or Cade to shoot that, but listen, you're gonna need him to build up those confidences in those kind of situations, and it didn't fall, but doesn't mean he can't make the second one in a future game in a big time situation like that. So it is what it is. Thank you so much again, Sammy. I've tried different YouTube broadcasts. You seriously have talent. Thank you so much, Sammy. Means a lot. Thank you so much for being here, Sammy. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, we're back from commercial break. It's Pistons basketball. Pistons are down 5 with 1:22 left to play in the fourth quarter. Thank you so much, Sammy. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, 1:22 left to play here in regulation. Cavs 110, Pistons 105. Tobias looking to inbound here. Pistons, this is a must-score possession here for Detroit. 1:22 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cade has it, drives to the rim. Inside here, try to get to Duren underneath. Duren lost it. It was a great play inside from Cade Cunningham in transition, and he tried to get to Duren. Duren wasn't ready for it. That might be the dagger. Cavs looking to score here. James Harden at the top of the key here, working against Cade Cunningham. 1:08 left to play in regulation. Harden working against Cade. Harden goes all the way to the rim. Shot is off the window. It falls. 7-point game. 112 to 105. Asar Thompson finds Duncan Robinson. He puts up a 3. It's off the mark here. Duren tries to save it. Finds Tobias Harris underneath here. Tobias mid-range jump shot is in and out. That's game. Cavs 112, Pistons 105, 44 seconds left to play in regulation. Credit to the Cavs, man. They are a hell of a basketball team. Schroeder, outside of James Harden, 35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Harden working against Cade at the top of the key. Going to get a kickball from Asar Thompson. Pistons fell up short. You know what? I'm not even mad. This is just a great team performance all around from the Cavaliers tonight. I mean, they led every single step of the way in this game, and when they needed a basket the most to stop the Pistons in runs, they rose to the occasion. Asar Thompson and Cade Cunningham come up with the steal there. It's a 5-point game with 20 seconds left. Both teams are in the bonus. You're going to play the free throw game now. So, the Cavs take a timeout, and you know what? It's like the Pistons play great. You know what? It's like the better team. If this holds on, and this is me being a Pistons fan, being a realistic, try to be non-biased as I can from an analytical point of view, based on performance from who I watch on a night-to-night basis. Obviously, I hope my team wins. Cavaliers are a great basketball team. They have 3-point shooting all over the floor. They got one of the best front courts with Mobley and Allen. They're playing without Donovan Mitchell right now. You got a future Hall of Famer in James Harden. And credit to the front office, they're going for a championship this year, and they might get there. The Pistons did not play bad at all in this game. Yeah, we had a sloppy couple turnovers, and guys just can't hold on to the ball. But you limit those turnovers, and Pistons could not buy a rebound off the glass tonight. And the Cavs, with so many second chance points, they just responded in every single situation in this game. Just need some of those threes to fall and clean up the turnovers for sure. You know what? And credit to the Cavs. The better team, if this holds on tonight, we'll see. It's 20 seconds left in a 5-point game. You're going to play the free throw game now, but if this holds on, this could be a heck of a playoff series. And the Cavaliers had a game plan for Cade tonight, right? 10 points, but he did have like 13 assists. And they came to play. 21 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers 112, Pistons 107. Again, you shot the ball better from the three-point line tonight for the Pistons. You improved from the Magic game a couple days ago. Mobley looking to inbound here, finds Schroeder. Asar Thompson has to foul Schroeder. Doesn't foul him yet. Too much time wasting off the shot clock. Schroeder's just dancing all over the floor. Nobody can still foul Schroeder. Pistons come up with a steal. Finds Asar Thompson in transition here underneath the Jalen Duren for the slam. It's a three-point game now. 7 seconds left. Cavaliers upside here to Tyson. 3 seconds left. Pistons trying to foul here. And there's 1 second left in the game. They come up with a late steal, but Schroeder ran out 10 more seconds on the game clock that he should have. The Pistons just can't get anything going right there. $112 to $109. Tyson knocks down the free throw. Pistons played a solid game. The Cavs just outplayed us. Flat out. They crashed the boards. They had a game plan for Cade. And they just were with the Pistons every step of the way. Every single time the Pistons tried to come back in this game, the Cavs always responded and knocked down a shot. Every single situation there. Thank you to Sammy for the super chats, Legs with the super chat, and Burnell becoming a member. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the stream tonight. You guys are fantastic. And again, there's a long season ahead of us. And throughout the course of the stream tonight, there is a lot of people in the chat that I am questioning their true Pistons fandom. And it seems like they only talk if the Pistons struggle. And when they don't struggle, they got nothing to say. There's a lot of season left. Thanks again for tuning into the stream tonight, guys. We'll all be straight. This is one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, right? This was a very good competitive basketball game. Pistons had some opportunities down the stretch, and the Cavaliers just made every single shot when it mattered most. Have a good rest of your night, guys. Love you guys. Thanks again for everything. And we are ready to rock and roll, guys. So, adios, amigos. I'll see you guys on the next stream on Thursday against the San Antonio Spurs. Have a great rest of your night, guys. Love you all. God bless. I'm your host, Carson, and I will see you all on the next live stream. Peace out, guys. See ya.